I will reset my Twitch tool to reflect that. It did not. God damn it, Twitch. Hello everyone. Anyone. Everyone? Who knows? And my stream link is unstable again. It will fix itself. Hello, you don't have to be in chat today. As in the title, my special guest today is Moderator Emeri, or Wizardly Magics.
Hello.
He will be joining us in chat while I continue to do Summer Event, while he does Merlin rolls. And then we will see how that goes. I'm betting very much for you.
I'm hoping for me too. I'm so nervous about a virtual character in a virtual game, but I really want it.
But because you really wanted Merlin, and I completely understand. And I wonder if I could do a thing that should make all of this way easier now that I think about this. I realize I might be able to readjust my entire setup so I can play the game and still be able to see my Twitch chat on my desktop. Which would mean I wouldn't have to, I wouldn't need to turn my head. I'm gonna close that, move that there. Can I readjust this, please? Computer. Oh, I can. Doesn't fill out as nicely, but I can live with that. There we go. I can actually see my chat on my streaming software.
Look how cute Da Vinci is.
That is, yeah. Oh, 4th Essential Da Vinci is, because this is a Da Vinci a Lily. So this is Da Vinci if the Mona Lisa was younger.
Yeah, I've used her.
Which she is a rider servant. Fun fact, she actually appeared in the arcade game first. She was an exclusive character originally, and then they brought her out in, 4th anniversary that just went by. Of course, back in Japan.
Yeah. She's cool as. There's another one I took a screenshot. There was a character I'm like, I want to figure out how to get her, and I took a screenshot because I kept borrowing her, and I was like, I don't know.
From my supports?
No, there's another person I could use their supports constantly, or not as constantly as I use yours, but
what does she looks like? Because I'm pretty familiar with Seven.
I'm gonna butcher this. Ereshika.
Ereshika. Or Eresh. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we just call her Eresh. I've got her. She's actually in my. She came out.
She's there.
She came out. What was it? Last Christmas. Right? No, Christmas the year before. Erish was added as part of the Christmas event because it ended up having importance to a character, which I can't talk about until you finish Babylonia.
Yeah. I'm making progress on
on multiple fronts. Yeah, you're up to Okin. So I can actually. So this, you've noticed my main menu differs from yours. Whoop.
Yes.
So if I go down, here are the Lost Belts. There's the prologue for Act 2 for the Lost Belts. You have 1.5, which is completely optional in the grand scheme. Like, you can continue on to Act 2 without finishing 1.5. And here are all the singularities, from Fuyuki to Babylonia, and the final one.
Yeah. Mine doesn't look anything like that. It will, but not yet.
Yeah. You also notice behind Da Vinci, because of for story reasons, the world map changed to a cylinder.
Oh.
I don't know.
Flat.
Yeah, they changed it from the map it was that you have, I think, which is a sphere still.
I still have the globe. What is
this? Ours is a rotating map.
Oh, there's little Australia. Goodbye, Australia.
I want to say Australia was an area, like not a story area, but I think one of the really minor events took place in Australia. Like when they placed the thing on the world map to zoom in on when you click an event.
Hell yeah, we exist.
Yeah. So Las Vegas, which is in North America, which I think no, it's not that one. It's that one up there, and then Sin here in China. God, I love the fact that whatever Lost Belt or Singularity or whatever you're up to, it automatically pings it on your map, like, hey, this
Pretty
is
cool.
where the story content you're up to is, and then it's also like, here's where the event is too. But I love it. I love
I'm
it.
in the sea somewhere.
You're in Okino. Actually, because if I go to back here and then click on Okinos, nope, it doesn't zoom in. It doesn't zoom in for Act 1s anymore.
No.
Which, why would it? I've cleared Okinos not only in story, but every free quest in it.
Jesus.
I've done that for every area up to London. And I started clearing 5th Singularity.
Dang.
I'm gonna run out of free quest.
I need to, there's a quest I believe in Okinos that I need to do that gives me the ghost lanterns that I need to level up,
Yeah. What?
Yeah, freaking names of I'm still getting names. Kiyohime. Goodness.
Yeah, so good old Kyo.
Yeah, just to, because I'm determined to keep leveling her for other things.
Fair enough.
Yeah, my main two at the moment are Suzuka and Mash, because Mash is the best girl.
That's just adorable. So, you'll actually find, yeah, because Okinos is currently the best place for, I just looked it up, for Ghost Lanterns right now. It's only beaten out by a place in Camelot and a place in Babylonia.
Dang.
So, near the end of Act 1. And again, you are at 3rd, which Camelot's 6, so you've only got 2 between you and there. Yeah. Because you finished Septim, and you got Mash Ascended at the end of Septim, didn't she?
Yeah, I've got Mash's level 30 now? Hang on.
Which, because she starts off as a 3-star servant when you first
40,
get her.
sorry.
Yeah.
I just got her to 40, so I'm waiting for the next story ascension, because she's stuck at 40 for now.
I know London has some tidbit stuff for various, I think it buffs a few characters, but ultimately it's a story. Like, there's a lot of, Mash gets a lot more focus as we start moving to the end.
But I'm keeping her. She's a solid defense, so.
Oh yeah. And her
gonna end up a little
abilities
lower.
are all for the party's survival.
And she has that invincibility, which is always good.
Yeah. Also, it's Mash. Come on.
Also, exactly. Yo,
she is
Mash.
a
Mash is amazing.
She is a loyal girl.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because here's my Mash at level 80. And that's what you have to look forward to when you get to the end.
Oh wow.
That's
fucking cute. What the hell?
And then and there's her summer. She's getting a new one next year, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks. Oh god, I wish I had a photo ready to go, but it is. I'm very much like I've mentioned this before. I'm like anti-Megan Gane. Like, and I don't have a glasses fetish at all. Like, I don't hate it, but I'm like, I prefer without than with, you know?
Fair enough.
And her next.
Unlike me, I'm like, I literally found that one of the outfits you can have as your main character who has glasses. I'm like, well, I need that right now.
Yeah, I believe that's the Atlas Institute gear, which I think
like
is
the
the only
purple and
gear. Yeah, which is the only one I still haven't claimed because I can never be bothered enough to like clear the arrows. I'm like, I could be doing something else for this time. Because I have like a costume I go to all the time. And it keeps switching every time they bring a new one out. But yeah, and then Act 2, they give Mash this outfit, and it has its own abilities. Which is
really cool.
She's, I think, technically, at this point, she's only one of 2 servants whose actual skills change with her appearance.
So do servant skills actually change, or is like the skills they have, you just level them up?
Yeah, you just level those up. Because, you go to Enhanced, you go to Skills, and you spend at level 1, you spend these gems. Then they go up to that you need. Well, Anastasia's a perfect example. She's very low. It starts with 5, then it goes up to 12, so 17 to get out of that initial. And do I have someone who's at level 3 somewhere?
Yeah, and then it goes like another type of item and then another type of item.
Yeah.
Can't remember. I've been going through and just being like, yep, level.
I don't remember if I think I did this on stream. Yeah, I fully ascended my Valkyries.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I got enough Lancer pieces. But yeah, because I remember I did do this on stream where we did Nobunaga. Oh, look at her.
I love Nobunaga.
Nobunaga's great, and I feel like she'll be another servant on the block for going into the friend points, because that's the new system they're planning. Putting welfare servants from events that aren't running into the friend points. And I think that's
I love that idea.
It's a smart one, because when you try to burn 4-star welfare servants, you only get one normal prism. Because, you know, you didn't actually spend quartz or tickets or anything to actually summon them. You were given them. So it's like, equivalently, for the game's code, they're not worth as much as an actual 4-star, despite they have the use of one. So I thought, yeah, that's smart, you know. Just... Yes, Reiki Da Vinci. Just run in for it. Oh, and my Discord's going off again, and it's just me. It's just me. Alright. So, did you want to start on your Merlin straight away, or did you want to do a bit more Okinos while I do a bit more Summer?
I don't know. I'm so nervous about, like, starting the role.
You bet you've been waiting all week, too.
I've been waiting, so it's like the struggle, like, I really want to roll, but I'm also, like, terrified about I literally have it open on my phone.
You're at the point where you're like this, where you're worried you're gonna look like yours, everything's gonna look like mine, where it's one Saint's Quartz.
I mean, listen, I've also perhaps set aside a small amount of actual monies, that I'm willing to put in should I not get him.
That's fair. Hey, I do that quite a bit myself. I'm not doing it for this event because I had saved up some, and I was like, chits where they fall. And again, I got Okita, which I'm very pissed about, but also the curse fulfilled. I picked out another summer servant for other than the welfare again. Plus, I had a very good rerun because I got Jeanne d'Arc Beach.
Got a lot of really good characters there. A lot of level.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, she uses dolphins, doesn't she?
Yeah. Also, I forgot, I got Med Deb 2 years ago when... Not 2 years ago, last year when I actually did the event. She was who I got when last year's event was the current.
What is that name? Who puts a D and a B next to each other?
Because she's Celtic. She's a Celtic princess, so, yeah, because she's the person who... She was the princess who tried to... What was it? She wanted to marry Cuchulainn. Pardon?
Can you just click on Siegfried for a second?
Sig? Where did I put Siggy? Oh, there you are, Siggy. Siegfried!
Cool.
He is
all I needed.
First Ascension, yeah. I also, because this event's rerunning, there's also Sieg, which is a character from Fate Apocrypha who, through that story, ends up becoming a vessel of Sigrid. A homunculi.
Oh shit.
He's cute. They're doing a rerun of that event. I suggest watching Apocrypha if you ever have free time.
Oh,
it's a good parallel universe. Where, yes, also because Siegfried turns up in that one, and Siegfried and a few others who I've got in here. I'm looking for Astolfo, and I can't find... Did I burn him again? God damn it.
Did I burn him again?
I burn a few 4-star servants every once in a while for prisons.
Fair enough. Oh, I see Deadman.
Also, Vlad the Third.
Ah,
he was an Apocrypha servant.
Oh.
Also, Frankenstein, who was based on the original version of the book, where Frankenstein create, well, Frankenstein's monster technically, where Frankenstein made the female monster first. And he
Oh.
intended her to give birth to a new life form that would continue his creations, essentially. Like, you know, closed loop. Like, I create you, you create new life, and thus your family line propagates and forever becomes my legacy in that sort of sick, twisted way that Frankenstein fought in.
Yeah.
Also, Caster Gilgamesh. Different from Archer Gilgamesh.
Oh, wow.
There are 3 Gilgameshes, 4 Cuchulains, too many Atorias.
So many.
Atoria is the one you gotta look out for, because she has... Alex.
Yeah.
Alexander. Yeah, he's... Another one. He's a right... Yeah, there he is. My brother has his older form, Alexander the Great, also known as Isekander. There's my Ivan. He's, chilling with his big old mammoth tusk. Oh, here's another one from Apocrypha. Achilles appeared. And he's a turtle bro.
He looks like a bro. Bro,
Yep.
you want to run the track?
Yeah, he's a lot more heroic than that. Also, what's it? Atalante, who is a follower of Artemis. Like an archer blessed by her.
He's so pretty. What the heck?
Yeah, and her art isn't, like, derivative of her Apocrypha artwork. She was released so early on that they had... A lot of the Apocrypha servants now were done by their Apocrypha artwork or were done specifically to reflect how they looked in the Apocrypha anime. Hers was done so early on that it was custom done by an from an artist, just one of the ones they had do work. It's so beautiful. And then next to her, Sir Tristan of the Round Table.
I mean, I do like a redhead.
Yes, redheads are good. Arjuna, Jason, who is level 5 Noble Phantasm, level 1 level, because fuck Jason.
Yeah, I have a few of him. He drops constantly at this point.
Well, he's a 1-star. They drop like snowflakes.
Hang on, let me see. I've got a couple of ones that I just seem to keep getting. I'm just gonna double check.
There are... Yeah. No, I don't want to... Gosh, dang it. The interesting one is if I go into Spirit Origin list.
Yeah,
not only
2 Jasons.
Not only is... Oh wait, no, this isn't what I was thinking. There's somewhere...
I have 4 Bartholomew's.
Yeah, again, another servant, because Bartholomew, I think, appears in the Lost Belt. They did it specifically at this time because they wanted to introduce a bunch of new low-star servants, but they also wanted to introduce a bunch of characters for the next Lost Belt, the one that hasn't released yet. So that was interesting. They were like, oh yeah, we need more stuff. That's items. Oh, is it under material? I'm trying to find something specific, and it's loading. Actually, what's good is the way I've got the screen this now, I can see the game, I can see my chat, and I can also see my model, so I don't have to turn my head to see if it's glitching out.
Good to me.
Yeah. Spirit Origin list. There it is. This tells you every servant's information as you unlocked it, even if you've burned them away, and tells you who you haven't yet summoned.
Oh, that's actually really cool. So
you can find this in your My Room under Material. You can also...
For some reason, it says I have like 100 and something servants already. I'm like, I don't know how.
Oh, that's in your, yeah, because if you go back to Spirit Origin list, this is everyone you've summoned, and every individual version of a servant applies, as well as all these foo cards.
Oh, yeah.
We were very lucky. They pretty much automatically upped our limit. Instead of doing it with mana prisms like they started with in Japan and here. Very early, I think first or second anniversary, they went, oh yeah, we're upping your limits to 300. And then they've upped it 100 every time, I think, on the New Year's.
I don't know how I have 195 servants. I do not have 195 servants.
But yeah, they're, under materials you can find Spirit Origin list, Spiritron dress list, main record, which is all the sections of every Lost Spell, every Singularity, every main story thing. So, as you can see, I could click on Camelot, and then it names it all by each section and by which arrow.
I don't have that menu yet.
Yeah. Then there's Servant Record, which is like...
Oh
actually,
God, Imperial does freak out.
Actually keeps track of things, so I can click this and...
Do have it. What's happening?
Yeah. You unlock more. My favorite... Whoop, and I clicked off the... BlueStack, stay closed and just give me my streaming screen. God damn it. My favorite thing is... I think it's in this one, but I'll take a look elsewhere. But for that, I'm going to show off the Spiritron dress. Here are all the costumes currently in the game.
Oh, whoa.
What's funny is, I figured out who the Musashi, what that final costume was. It was Musashi, who has tanned skin for some reason.
So, where's the Merlin one? That's what I want
there.
to know. No, but you don't have it yet.
I do. I just... See, if you don't have it, it says key required. If you do have it, it says unsummoned. I did. It's, after you defeat the second casino, they give it to you.
Oh god, I gotta grind to the second casino. Ugh.
But you're doing well. Again, if you get Merlin and then use your special ascension to get him straight to 80, they'll give you a good head start, and then you'll pretty much be leveling up all the time. And if you get Merlin early on and are able to summon other summer servants, they get a 50... I think all servants from this, specifically this year's event, get a 50% damage boost too.
Dang.
Though I would still say keep pushing on main story, because MASH gets a 50% bonus too every summer. Always.
Oh wow.
Yeah, MASH gets... Anytime they put a damage boost for servants, MASH gets the boost.
I mean, it makes sense.
Like the magical girls, MASH, despite not being a magical girl, counts for the magical girl boost, because she wanted to believe she was.
In our hearts, we know she is a magical girl.
Yeah, there are others here. 29's blocked out, but I think that's a variant on the Musashi one, because it's for a different level of it. And then I don't know what this unsummoned one, because it's blocked face-wise.
I have all of them blocked.
BB, they probably, try to not spoil too many for you, but yeah.
Oh wait, I've got a ton that say unsummoned. Apparently I had more outfits than I thought.
Maybe they gave some. If you want to check for outfits, you go over to Enhance.
Yeah.
You go...
Hang on, so wait. Key required means you need the outfit, but unsummoned means you just don't have the item.
No, so key required means you don't have the costume. Unsummoned means you have the costume ready to be unlocked on that servant, you just don't have the servant related. Because see how it's...
I have Merlin. When? Like the outfit, I mean, not the character, but... What? I don't remember getting that.
I wish it reflected it, I just shrugged. Unfortunately, it doesn't do the lifting of a neck to my shoulders. Or my shoulders.
It says unsummoned, Merlin's outfit from the summer. And I'm like, well, okay. I don't remember getting that.
Maybe they gave you... So if you go to Enhance, and you can go down to Unlock Wardrobe, and you click on this. This only shows you the relevant only servants you own, or keys you have.
Wait, where was that?
So you go to Enhance. So this one, and then you go right down the bottom and go to Unlock Wardrobe. It should be there for you. Should be.
Unlock Wardrobe.
And then you click on the thing for where you choose your servant, and it show you all the costumes you have, and then all the keys you have, and then also all the servants you have who have costumes you don't have unlocked.
It just shows key required for Pavati and key required for Mash, and then unsummoned for Siegfried?
Yeah, because you told me you did the first two events. Siegfried was the first costume.
Yes.
Siegfried and Fuma, and then it goes Siegfried, Fuma, and then Merls. Michelle's.
But then Merlin's not in this list, so that's why I'm very confused. But it's fine.
Weird. Yeah, but... Oh, I think it goes unsummoned first. So unsummoned's the key point of you don't have him, so what's the point of telling you you need the key?
Oh, true.
And then key required
I
says you have them and you don't have it. I really hope they'll make an alternative way to get BB ones, because hers were available during last summer, and I failed to do it because there was a lot of back-to-back super bosses, and fuck that. Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, so yeah, no. Then Astolfo and Pavadi are in Da Vinci's Mana Prism shop for 1,000 each, which can be claimed anytime. And then Guda's last year was for this one, so I could get that next, not last year, this year, so I can get that next year. And then for me, I was very happy to get Moriarty, who is a bartender.
Cool.
Yeah, so they had a minor singularity, which they've done 2 of these where it's a murder mystery. And for it, Moriarty's your partner for the whole thing, which is ironic. Trying to sniff out a murderer with the king of going against Sherlock Holmes. Water. And yeah. Well, I love it, though. I love that event. And they actually had, like, people vote. You actually had to vote for, like, who's the... Like, if there was a murder, it was like, for the murder, it was like, who's the murderer? Figure it out. And then they always had a smart way to pull things out from under you. The first one, it turned out they used a bunch of servants who... Because they state, everyone you see looks like a servant, but they're not that servant. That's just how your mind filters the reality around you. And in the first one, there was a family which had Lancelot as the father, Lyca as apparently the mother, and then Medusa's sisters as the children. It turned out Ryko was one of the daughters, and one of the sisters was actually the mother.
Oh my god.
And there were like 2 points in the dialogue where they comment that it's weird that you're referring to them in a certain way. Like, for one of them you go, oh yeah, you do look like your sister. And she's like, what are you talking about? And the other one is like, Mrs. what's her name? And she's like, no, it's just Miss. I'm not married to have a Miss. Like, she doesn't say it like outright, but it's like, if you're actually paying attention, they're correcting you in a way that makes sense if they were in the opposite role. I was like,
that's
unfortunately, the event's kind of ruined because you can just look it up now because they don't change it for us.
Oh.
So you can just look it up and earn the maximum rewards for voting right. There's some people did vote wrong in that event, like 20%.
Still, Jesus.
It means people wanted to do it legitimately and failed.
I mean, good on them for doing it legitimately, though.
Also, I forgot to mention, I added a channel point reward, 2 channel point awards beyond the usual. I forgot.
Ban and in-game action.
Oh, 3.
Lore master mode.
So yeah, we got Hydrate, Ban and in-game action, and Lore master mode. And I will take a drink now.
Do you have them? Okay. With your channel point rewards, I recommend setting Hydrate to a timer of like 5 or 10 minutes.
I'll set that up. I mostly just have to worry if Keg's here.
He will spam it. He will do it.
Yeah, and then I'll have to put on a 5-minute or 10-minute thing like he does.
Pretty much, and then you'll just be peeing all night.
And then Lore Master. So Lore Master's special because it basically means you can ask me anything relevant to the stream, like whatever game I'm playing or anything. So you could ask like freely. Ask, and I have to oblige if it's under that. Sometimes you could ask me and I'll just be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Here's how it works. Or otherwise say, but if you claim Lore Master, it's like, okay, here's the deal. You ask, I have to answer, unless it specifically is like, I know what you're at, and it's super spoilers.
Yeah.
Like if you said, what's Act 2 about? I'd be like,
nope.
Refund. And you can claim that 2 times per user per stream.
Nice.
because that way I don't just get a bunch of someone saving up a bunch of points or a bunch of people saving up points, and then all at once, Lore Master back to back for the same
Spam
person.
you with it.
Yeah.
Tell me everything.
Tell me everything. But yeah, no, it's cool. And there are obviously times where I go, oh, that's a freebie, because it makes sense even outside the context of Fate Grand Order, like,
yeah.
Divine Servants. Anyone with like, gods and that are generally restricted, like, under most systems to summon servants, the systems can't handle someone with divinity, like, full-blown. Like, it's fine for a god who's removed a lot of their authority, but it's not good to summon a god actually in their prime.
Yes.
Because the thing that makes them up, the Saint's Graph, can't handle it. Literally burns out. So it'd be like if your soul burnt out your body.
That'd be a bit awkward.
It would be. And so that's why a lot of divine servants that are available are usually either possessing someone else or are fused in with a different servant or other circumstances. Like, the big one is pseudo, so Mash makes a demi-servant, a person who retains their own mind but has the power of a servant, where pseudo is the other way around. The servant fully takes over the body.
More servant than man.
Pretty much. Like, they have all their powers, but they actually are possessing a physical person's body. And thus, are died by... I believe it's referred to, like, they're died by the ideas of the person they're possessing. Like, Ishtar's a good one. Ishtar in her purest form is a straight-up bitch, as explored in the novel series Fate Strange Fake, in which she gets summoned into a homunculus with no personality of its own, so it's like her in her purest sense. And she's straight up a bitch, but when she's summoned in Grand Order, she's summoned through the character Rin Tosaka, who has a specific tsundere aspect to her. And it ends up making Ishtar a lot more neurotic, I guess is the best way. Like, she still is vain and all that, but she has, like, more human features, like a bit of compassion, a bit of empathy, that, you know, gods are beyond normally. It's like, so a lot of divine servants are like, yeah, we're not as bad as history as, like, the biggest tales make us out to be, but there's a reason for that. There's a reason you don't want to punch my face right now.
Please don't.
Yeah. And that's why I classify myself as a demi-servant, because I retain my own mind as my lore states.
Makes sense.
Except when Fenrir is possessing, but it's like,
well,
we don't talk about that.
Fenrir does his own thing.
Yeah, but I sat down yesterday and, like, wrote, like, a whole timeline of, like, what would happen if my character was an actual servant with plot relevance.
My god.
And it was like, I would turn up around, like, the end of Act 1 and be more of a relevant servant in Act 2, but it'd be like, yeah. And I was like, this is how it goes. And that's weird, I didn't click that. But yeah. This is how many free quests I've done. I've done 60 free quests.
God. I've done 3.
To be fair, you're on the main story path though, which you don't actually have to do free quests unless you want extra Saints Quartz, which you clearly don't need.
I mean, I do. I always do. Oh,
I also unlocked this Drive in Las Vegas, which only allows me to take support only. So, we've jabbed around for half an hour. Do we want to start the Merlin cry while I do this odd free quest that's come in?
Yes.
So, Drive in Las Vegas. You can only use the provider's support servant in this battle. Okay. I'm guessing this has something to do with Camilla.
Camilla? Yeah. I like that one of her moves is drives car.
Well, that's like a whole thing. She's a rider. And
also throws dogs at.
I know, right? Like, she doesn't. She drives to her extra move when you get like 3 of her cards in a row. She
Yeah.
like tries to run him over, and then her new phantasm, she straight up runs him over and then smashes into the screen.
It's brilliant. So good.
I love it.
Okay. Doesn't matter if I do states calls first or summon tickets. It doesn't
So
matter.
summon tickets don't provide an absolute bonus. Like you're not guaranteed 4 stars. So if you're really aiming for Merlin, start with your 30s rolls because then
Okay.
you're guaranteed a 4-star or higher. So higher rate to Merlin. But remember, don't get too high, your hype's too high up because Siegfried's also in there, and you got a high chance of picking him up too.
So I could get him as. I get
You could
him. I'm like, well, yay, but fuck.
yeah, but in turn you could get his costume then.
All right.
Well,
Well, let's
when you
go.
get an, I should also mention costumes. You need to have them at 4th Ascension max level for at their 4th Ascension. So
Makes sense.
yeah. Anyway,
Alright.
let's pray.
Roll 1. Let's go. I'm so nervous.
Quite a scene, no? Yes, it is. Nighttime's quite lovely around here. It's nice to go on walks like this now and then, isn't it, Senpai? Why do I make Mash sound so adorable? Or try.
4-star servant. Oh,
Huh?
Kukulane again.
4-star Kukulane?
I mean 3-star. I meant
3-star.
3. I
Yeah,
can't
you'll
count.
know when your 4-star's coming because your orbs will glow golden. Unless you get a burn, which is it will get all the way to the card, and then like the card will have this electricity around it, and then it will suddenly turn into a gold card and be suddenly a 4 or 5-star of that class. It is so cool, but rare. So it's sometimes suggested you sit around and watch your cards because they say it's got a higher rate of happening if you're constantly watching.
I got Jinki,
Jinki.
the assassin.
Feel free to post these in the Discord so we can keep track of who you've gotten. That
In our
yeah, in my Discord, yeah. In the under the lucky drawers. Just like put pictures of them up, or if you just want to do it quick, you can just put up your drawers as they come up. Like the here's everyone you got thing. Huh? Did you hear that? I assume Camilla's about to roll all up in her car. Yes.
Get in pictures, we're going shopping.
Well, fancy seeing you here, little boy. She calls us little boy. God. And I'm sure she calls the female players little girl.
Oh, I got the other Kukulane.
Oh, normal blue spandex.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, cockroach.
Cockroach.
Yes, you got cockroach Kukulane. He's a good last line of defense. Good evening, Camilla.
William Tell. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, William Tell's from the fourth Lost Belt. He became so he's a very recent servant, but I keep getting copies of him too.
1,000 of him.
Good evening, Camilla. I take it you're out on the drive. Why, yes, I am. I didn't have anything to steal tonight, so this seems like a good way to kill time. And as luck would have it, I was just thinking of a way, thinking I could use another change of pace. How about coming for a spin? Right at sports? Yeah, you don't have to ask me twice. Like, yeah. Oh wait, what about seating? What about it? The 3 of you fit in there last time, didn't you? So fitting only 2 of you in the passenger seat should be easy, even if you have to share a seatbelt. I guess so. The 2 of us together will be a tight fit, but I suppose 2 is better than 3 in this case. So I do have to ask, is it legal to drive like that in America? Thank you for following, Manoli403. How's the drawers going, Em?
Nothing on the first one. I'm trying to see what my 4 stars were.
How many quartz do you have saved up, by the way? I forgot to ask before we... 100... Right, 6 drawers. 10 drawers, right. Or more now, 180. Still, oof. Servants hardly need to concern ourselves with the law. In fact, I love them to try to write us ticket. Even servants should abide the law.
Nah.
I can't believe they put it there. That's actually a reference to Stay Night. Well, Hollow Apocrypha, the direct sequel, in which one of the servants, who's a rider class servant, talks about having her taking limiters off her bike, and the main character's like, you're a rider, sir. You could go 60 miles an hour on a bike, maybe more. Like, and it talked about like the idea of her going off, and it was Medusa, so it was like he was like, if the police tried to catch her, she'd just take off her her glasses or blindfold and instantly petrify him. Oh, why is that? That's such an in-joke for a lot of reasons, on top of like the general joke. I nerd out too much.
It's never too much. It's great.
Now stop fretting and get in already. I've got just the course in mind. Oh, is this battle meant to represent like her driving us around and hitting into things? Oh my goodness.
Posted my first draw. My 4-star was a craft essence. Ladies and gentlemen, craft essence.
Oh, that's an event one too. Also, that one with I think that's Paris and another servant next to Kukulane is also an event one.
There you go. I got 2 event ones.
They're very good because they give you, their whole thing is giving you bonus, like an extra one on each item that drop, like, well, a specific one of each item, like that one with Parasonic gives you an extra lucky dice on top of it, and that's on top of their usual bonuses, so like providing extra buster damage or anything.
Okay, I'm in draw 2 now.
Wow, the wind really hits you in a convertible, doesn't it, Senpai? It feels wonderful. It's like I'm flying. Woo!
Never let go, Jack.
I remember Da Vinci's off in a hopper was structurally similar. But you can really go much faster on paved roads when there aren't any obstacles to worry about. That's a reference to our singularity. Yeah. Da Vinci made a thing. That's was kind of like a doom buggy. Though of course you need to be careful not to drive too fast, okay? If there's something to run out on the road, you wouldn't be able to. Camilla, look out!
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's her younger self. It's Elizabeth Bathory.
Oh, it's her.
Oh man, oh man, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a busy night. My schedule's so jam-packed. You think I'm a super hot singer, and you'd be right to, because I totally am. All right, I need to hurry if I'm gonna get to crash my first. To get to my first show, crash her first show. A little shortcut across the street. Crossing the street without using a crosswalk is dangerous. She's probably gonna accelerate to hit her.
I mean,
she really like Vlad III doesn't like his alternate self as that's more like a vampire. Camilla doesn't like Elizabeth Bathory. She's very ashamed of the naivety of her childhood. Is it me or did we almost run someone over? We probably straight up ran someone over.
got the same craft essence 4 times.
Yeah, well, you can fuse them together to max it out, which doubles its whatever its ability is.
And another Kukulane.
Without additional cost, by the way.
Huh.
Someone we thankfully missed because they dived headfirst into some nearby bushes? Yes, you're right. It's rather refreshing to drive on paved road with no obstacles to worry about. Camilla! That of course is to be expected, since the road's whole raison d'etre? Oh, God, it's French and I can't remember how to pronounce it. It's to let cars drive smoothly. That's why I've always ended up going faster than I meant to. But don't worry, I'm used to these kind of speeds. I didn't feel the car graze anything. I'm sure I didn't. You know, it seems like a good opportunity to chat. If there's anything you wanted to ask me, now's your chance. Okay, then why do you... Also, if you get a 4-star servant, because you can just end up getting only a 4-star craft essence, feel free to interrupt me and let us know.
So far, nothing exciting. Like, just another... I got a 5-star craft essence, apparently.
Oh, they're good.
I didn't realize, and yeah.
Well, there we go. If there's anything to ask me, now's your chance. Okay, why'd you become a phantom thief? Explain this, please. Did you play too much Persona 5?
No such thing as too much.
That's true. I would play it. I still need to hook up my second screen. I still need to get the power cord for it. You don't beat around the bush, do you? Well, it's simple, because there's something I want. I see. You mean like the Eye of Magic? Well, she explained it in the end of the second casino. Like, she wants her own castle, or something like that. Which is something her past self has as part of her noble phantasm. I prefer not to mention this over much because it's not very exciting, but specifically it's something I want to buy. So I've been going after art in order to save up the money I need. After all, jewels are much lighter and fun than big heavy stacks of bills, right? Okay, obvious follow-up. Why do you want to buy so badly? What was that? Sorry.
I said she's got a point.
She does. I think I'll drag this one out a bit longer so I can see the look on your face when I tell you what it really is. Which means that obviously they didn't want an earlier optional mission that interfered. Oh my god, it's Elizabeth Bathory caster now. This was
everywhere.
Yeah, this was the cost. As I mentioned, earlier Halloween, the first 3 Halloween events were all first 2 were Elizabeth Bathory hell. Because they just used her as the event servant, with a new class and outfit. I get the feeling a reckless driver really did a number on me, but there's no need to worry about that now. Next up to my uninvited performance at the costume party. I better hurry. Oh, I get it. Because we crashed into her, she couldn't make it to the performance she was going to crash, so now she's going to crash a party.
Fuma.
Fuma. Good 3-star. Did we actually hit her this time? Not again! Oh, I get it. She's gonna come here and like go, what the fuck? I'm pretty sure that was... Now, what were we talking about again? Oh yes, the purchase I want to make. It's still... I'm still... Child Gilgamesh?
No, caster.
That's a 4-star.
Yeah.
He also had a summer costume last year.
It did a weird thing where it like just did a caster and then started flashing and I'm like, what is this?
We refer to that as well, separately, when you say it in the context, burning is one thing, but if you say in the context of summoning, that's why I shout burn, 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 because it kind of looks like the card's burning up and revealing one behind it. So yeah, you got a burn, which is lucky, which I usually doesn't mean that it's not your provided 5-star too, though, if it burns, because, you know, your guaranteed one always starts with that golden swirl. So yeah, you just...
That's cool.
With your own... So theoretically, with your own luck, you just got Caster Gilgamesh, also known as King Gilgamesh in his prime, as king of Uruk, the main city of Mesopotamia.
I hope you don't mind, I'm just posting all my casts in the Discord.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's why I said feel free to put it there and show us. Oh yeah, you got double craft essences last draw. Draw 3, you got King Gilgamesh. Come on, Merlin.
No luck.
You're so close though, you got a caster.
Yeah, I got a caster and I got excited and then I'm like, oh, it's not.
The purchase I want to make, it's still in the planning phase of that, so you just have to be patient. I wonder who I should ask to handle the building. We'll need some knowledge of architecture, of course. Maybe the Astrian Empress would be... Astrian Empress, that's, something Mondis. I can't pronounce the first name. The first prisoner. The woman who was locked up in the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Semiramis, that's it.
Ooh, pretty.
Also a character from Apocrypha as a servant. I certainly wouldn't mind if it ended up floating. Oh, I'm sorry, I just got caught up in my planning for a moment. You understand what it's like when you're looking forward to something. Like Merlin. Alright, any other questions?
I'm not so hopeful anymore, but we'll see.
Well, to be fair, if you don't get him today, you can just keep doing main story and recollecting even more Saints Quartz. Considering everything up through Act 1 is pretty provisional, and look at it also this way. You just got a bunch of new servants, new fodder material too, because you can just have servants consume others 3 XP. You've got a lot. Your teams will be getting a lot of bonuses.
Which is true.
I'm a little curious about this car. It's no ordinary car, is it? No, it's not. Essentially, it's my noble phantasm, my Iron Maiden given new form. Eh? Yeah, don't worry, there won't be any spikes coming out of the seat. Unless I want them to, of course.
Hell yeah.
Usually my Iron Maiden isn't what I used when I was alive either. It's only a fantasy that became associated with me. Someone believed that Lady Camilla must have had an Iron Maiden like that, so I was granted one as a heroic spirit. Ah, yes. Getting a legend applied later. So now that I'm a Phantom Thief, it's only natural that fantasy would change to match. I see. Congratulations.
God damn it.
I see. That's very interesting. Look out! She's gonna hit. Saber, isn't she?
I mean, Siegfried's.
Oh wait, what's this costume?
That's a very cute costume.
This must be from an event where she never made a servant appearance. But God, this is weird. Never seen this one. That's the Halloween symbol for her second Halloween, like for one of her monsters, though, right on her belt. Next up, my surprise show at Metal Fest. Man, these performances one after another take a toll on. She's definitely accelerating. Oh, come on! Damn, she's tougher than I thought. Yeah, she's accelerating the hit. Did you just whisper something, Camilla? Have you been doing this on purpose the whole... Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. Now let's keep this drive and the pointless chit-chat going on a little longer. You got Siegfried, you got Medea, Jackal and Hyde, Japanese servant whose name I forget how to pronounce. Yeah. I think I can finish with the next one. So she took us on a drive, and she's just trying to run her other self over.
She was just like, nope.
Look out, the gas pedal is stuck! Yeah, it's Saber
no.
now.
So many versions, Jesus.
Yeah, that last one, the kimono one, caught me by surprise, because I don't think that's a specific class one. I think that's just an outfit they had for an event. Because Mash will do that too. In Lost Belt 1, because it's in a freezing place, she wore like a big puffy coat with the hood up. But it's not like an outfit for battle. Like when you use her in battle, she just goes back to her usual outfit as a character for a sprite. And then last year, New Year's, she wore one of those service kimonos. You know, the ones that staff wear at inns.
Oh, yeah.
And she had her hair in a ponytail, and her bangs covered an eye, and it was so cute. You can actually go to Mash's Wikipedia page, and you can actually, if you go down to where it says, like, where they put down all her sprites, like all her talking sprites, you can see all of them. And it's like, they've got ones for events that were like just one-off ones. She even got a new costume in Japan this year. Because they did a whole thing where they gave 12 servants idol outfits. It's so cute. Damn, so close. Alright, I suppose we'll just have to settle this outside the car. She's trying to pick a fight!
Bella's just like ready to go.
Ellie is very upset. Ellie actually, ironically, I say this completely unironically, she has the most amount of skins, even including Granddaughter, but she actually has a few that appear outside of it. in the game Fate Extralia, which is one of those samurai warrior games where it's like you take on legions of enemies with one hero and they can like take down hundreds of dudes. She gets a form known as Corroded Ellie Barfrey. They gave her a specific design, and it ends up being a big plot point that she ends up like that, which drives Prometheus insane. Because she is fucking ridiculous. So you're the one who's been running me over all night, and here I thought you were an assassin sent by an evil idol agency to ruin my tour. It's a good thing. It's a good thing my senses were already finally honed for my next show, or I would have never dodged in time. Seriously, I can't afford to get in an accident right now. There's a mysterious gate to another world I was planning to go through, unauthorized, so I can fight monsters with the power of song for my 4th show of the night. Then you're lucky I spared you from inadvertently ending up as that world's demonic overlord. I'll say if the shock of your new surroundings warped. Wait, what? I'll say if the shock of your new surroundings warped cause and effect, sending you back in time or something. No way that would happen. I'm fighting there like a brave hero I am. I'll probably end up facing some woman in a red dress for the final battle. Speaking of, what's with you? You look different somehow. Oh, there it is. There's the money shot. Why did she take her clothes off?
Why not?
Yeah, money shot. Come on. Huh, she left a calling card again, but this time there's no message on the back. It's just a glamour shot of Camilla in her swimsuit. I love these guys. Swimsuit? Is that what's going on here? Well, it's normal for idols to dress up in swimsuits. Expected even. Besides, this armor is practically a bikini. Wait,
I'm like in shock. I'm dead. I'm deceased. Oh my god.
Oh god, I wish I had hand tracking so you can see that, but god, I can't stop applauding. Congratulations! Get him to Ascension right away. Get him to Ascension right away. Screw doing any more summons right now. Get your lovely lady Merlin. Get ready for the time of your life.
I literally stopped talking because I literally stopped breathing for like.
I was sitting here going, I don't know if you're just being polite, and that's why I like stopped and looked over, like, oh, did he put something in the Discord? And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just check on the laptop. And then I saw your message above it. You heard it here first, guys. My moderator Emeri, he got Merlin. It's gonna special ascend him.
Ah! I nearly dropped it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Congratulations, seriously.
Oh my god, I got Siegfried and Merlin. And I didn't spend any money. What? Where am I?
You can save that money for a different event. Like, other people, like, you go, oh yeah, I have a bit of money squared away.
But what if I use a Merlin with a Merlin?
You're not as lucky as my brother who got double Merlin. Again, fuck him. I'm pretty sure he stole my luck in my sleep.
What happens if you fuse them? Does that just give them more bonuses?
My brother just shouted, what do you mean, double Merlin? Oh, what could it be?
Double Merlin. So, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Now people around me, my friends have Merlin. My friend has a Merlin. My brother has a Merlin. I don't have a Merlin, and I don't care anymore. Like, for myself, I don't care about having a Merlin because I've gotten unlucky with other servants. Like, I wanted Anastasia. My brother wanted Anastasia. I got Anastasia, so that was my flip you back to him, and then I got Yume Ren.
Yume Ren's great. Oh,
she is great. She's great on fan service. She's great as a Buster Assassin, which is a rare combination. The only assassin that I personally beats her out in one-on-one combat is And you had to
find a
post a
special
picture
ascension
of
now?
him arriving too, didn't you? And again, you can find pictures of Emeri's journey in our Discord at !Discord.
It went,
We're
it
we're
went
so
from me
proud
being
of
like slightly disappointed, being like, I mean, Siegfried's cool. Oh well. And then the
yeah,
literally next draw, I get Merlin. I'm like
we're so
it
proud
would
of
have
you.
gold at the bottom, and I freaked out.
We're so proud of you. Honestly.
Merlin!
Honestly, feel free to tweet that, and I will retweet you on that. And
I'm
then
sweating.
it was a remind me to turn blink support off. I keep blinking out of sync now. Wink support off because I keep
Like a
winking.
lizard.
Yeah.
So do I just special ascend him now to level to what is it? How's it work? Do I put him
So
in?
if you use special ascension, he instantly goes to 4th ascension level 80, which means he's actually or level 90. I think in his case is a 5-star. Because I think it gets him max level 2. I don't quote me on that, but he definitely goes to 80 for 4th Ascension.
It looks like 80 out of 90.
Yeah, so he's that's the minimum you would have to get. Level 80 is the minimum you have to get him up to ascend him to Ascension 4. So then he has 10 more levels, and then he's maxed out. Then you can use 5 Grails to get him to level 100 if you want, or if you get him to level 90 and you have his costume, you can spend the materials to make his costume that he can wear forever.
God.
But just having it unlocked is enough that you can make it any time, as long as you have him still summoned. Which, let's be fair, you will never burn him.
No, he's staying with me forever.
So, how many quartz does that leave you with?
Let me check after this.
Yep, we'll let you, we'll let you fanboy.
I just special ascended him. He's beautiful.
I think I just heard it a little. I'm so happy for you, Em. I'm so happy for you. Because you really wanted him, you were putting in the effort, you made it all the way to Okeanos, with minimal team, because you weren't doing draws at all, except for that one where you got Camilla.
I literally did a single draw, I got Camilla, I'm like, okay.
So yeah, you did all that, and you got Merlin. And you got him early on, you got your special ascension, and you immediately did it. You went for it. So
Oh,
congratulations.
Thank you, I love him.
It's good lord. Words have failed me. They should have sent a poet. They should have sent a Mozart, or a Shakespeare, or a Hans Christian Andersen.
I mean, to be fair, I thought I'd end up like yelling over you in your stream or something. I just 404'd and just forgot how to exist.
Yes, now you've got, in the English anime of Babylonia, Robbie Damon.
I have a Robbie Damon.
Yeah, so if somehow down the line they decide to gather a bunch of English voice actors to voice everyone, he will be voiced by Robbie Damon.
I do love that. But I have to say, Merlin's Japanese voice is very good. It's
Subarashi.
Oh, good. Subarashi.
It's kind of like Hirschfund's voice in Japanese. It's just superb. It's the best word. It's that.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on him. He's a wily one. Don't be ridiculous. You know that practically and actually are very, very different things. That dated armor may look like a bikini, but it's a far cry from the real thing. Oh yeah? You haven't won yet. Hey Puppy, who's... Right, Elizabeth Barfrey refers to us as Puppy.
Puppy. It's very...
Because I think she like sees us as some kind of dog or something. I legitimately cannot remember. It was events ago. Ages ago. Honestly, I think they're about tied. Frankly, it's basically bikini. Though it's metal, you won't go swimming in it. Then you dare drag Master into it. It's disgraceful. That's exactly why you'll never be a real socialite. You know, I thought you were beneath me, but seeing you like this makes me want to run you over for good. Right back at you. Who cares if you have a swimsuit now? It's still just one new outfit. Besides, if you're gonna deny that this is a real swimsuit, I guess I could just take yours for myself. If you don't kill her, if you don't kill her, I don't mind you taking the swimsuit. I mean, what?
Can I watch?
Pretty much, honestly, she is very attractive. People, artists, both not safe for work and not safe for work, have drawn Camilla like what's her normal class? Assassin, I believe. They've drawn Assassin Camilla without like her mask, which is pretty much the hairstyle she has here without like the hairstyle Camilla has as a summer servant when she has her hat on, like the hair up, not without the ponytail. And it's actually very cute, and you realize, yeah, Camilla's actually very cute even in a normal form without her mask and like gothic clothing on. Like her base design beneath it all is very cute.
Alright, he's in my party now. I've got to figure out the best craft essence for him.
So, here's for a future for future knowledge. They're gonna rerun the Prism Illy event. That's the Magical Girls one. And they have a specific 5-star craft essence, so you're not guaranteed it. Which gives his arts a 50 boost. Because he has 3 arts cards. Which means he can combo himself in an arts combo and get an extra attack. He can pretty much, with the right craft essences, the right abilities boosting him, he can pretty much just keep filling up his own Noble Phantasm bar again and again.
That's what I need.
Which, remember, is healing and C-star generation. And Noble Phantasm.
My party now, though, because I've got, like, Mash and Suzuka as my first two. I don't know how to organize this. This is hard.
Mash, Suzuka, move your support to the back line, put Merlin in. My brother doesn't...
Oh, I see. So you don't actually use...
Yeah, so you can move... You have to have a support servant, but you do not have to have them in the third slot. I do, just because I always make my strategies fluid enough to utilize an event servant to make up for classes, for whatever class I don't have a servant that equal to, like, or if I just want to borrow a Berserker. I borrow lots of Berserkers because I am one.
I mean...
Deep down inside.
Deep down inside.
Well, not deep down inside. Literally, it's my Saint's Craft. Ta-da!
Alright, I need to go to the bathroom because that was very exciting and now I need to pee. I'll be right back.
Alright, we'll be here doing summer. Again, lots of congratulations to Emeri. He really did it, and he beat Raid Up. Go ahead, I'd love to see you try. Sorry that took so long, but god, that was our main focus. We shot the shit, I taught him a few extra mechanics in Fate Go. Yeah, all good stuff, and now he has Merlin, which means I won't be answering questions for a while because he'll be owning everything. Oh, this is great. I love this. Because this is what it's all about when you join in late. Using your Saint Spots to get a bunch of a rare servant out of the gate. Okay, art, quick, build up some C-stars. C-stars. I'm gonna go quiet for a second. I've had a problem lately and I need to do a salt drink take. Oh wait, I can do this. 1 second. No, hydrate claims will be pushed back if they're claimed. Sorry. That was just an assault like thing. I can't make words right now. I did a what? Not a spit take. Like a cleaning, salt cleaning, I guess, with salt water. Because I've had like an inflammation in my mouth, and it's been sucky. I've had it for like the last 2 weeks. It's been getting more and more annoying, and I forgot that I'm running battles at normal speed. That's why everything feels weirdly laggy. Ah. Oh, I should change the title of the stream. 1 second. Yeah, because we're no longer searching for Merlin. We have Merlin. Congratulations on getting Merlin. And the original title is fair for people who don't get to see it live. What the hell happened? Oh, god damn it. Occasionally when I change titles, it opens up Twitch for a thing that I don't know how to do. Because the button overlaps with a hyperlink. Apparently it doesn't do well with. So I'm gonna quickly do this so Discord doesn't. Okay. But yeah, you can check on Discord to see M's summoning journey, which is 5 draws to get 1 Merlin. And again, we are so proud of him.
I'm back.
Welcome back!
Thank ya.
Yeah, I was just saying, we're very proud of you. Congratulations, you can check the Discord in the lucky pools for M's journey. Actually, you know what? No, normal
I've got a lot of
speed.
craft essences.
Yeah, you've got a ton. Which is good, because you can also use those craft essences to level up other craft essences, the ones you don't want to use.
True. Maybe one of these craft essences I can use on Merlin to like get something better.
One of the best ones to have ever used, if you want to use Noble Phantasms right out the gate, is called Kaleidoscope. It's hard to get. It's a 4-star, and if you max it out, it does, it gives you 80% Noble Phantasm gauge at the beginning of a battle.
Jesus.
Which means it's like, depending on what other abilities and what costumes you're wearing, you can immediately do a Noble Phantasm right at the beginning of the game. The beginning of a battle.
Let's see, what have I got?
It's pretty broke. Though it only works once and it provides no other benefits.
Yeah.
It's like, you get the start strong, but you're going to have to fight on your own terms the rest of the... For this servant, at least. Also, servants have a thing called Bond, which grows the more time as you use them. So here's the good thing about you getting Merlin early. He's never going to leave your party, I know that.
Nope.
Even if you're facing against really strong riders, Merlin, because he's got useful abilities, which, in doing your special ascension, you already have all of them at level 1. Immediately.
Yeah, they're all level 1 though, so I've got to now try and...
In Merlin's case, level 1 means the worst thing for level 1 with Merlin isn't that they're any particularly weaker, it's just that they have the longest amount of time before they cool down.
Yeah, because all my skills, like, they're all level 1, so... And I don't have anything I can use. I need to get more Gem of Casters. Dang it.
Stop this. You shouldn't be fighting amongst yourself? What are we gonna do, Master? I don't think they'll listen to us. Maybe we should find someone to help. Is that a whistle?
This pitch is different to the ones that I've been using.
It's Heroine XX. Mysterious Heroine X. Summer Edition. To which everyone made the joke, are they going to release a Mysterious Heroine XXX? No crime goes unpunished as long as a space cop has her paid free Vegas burgers a day for a service and is alive and on the case. You there, the driver of the red car, do you know how many times my ether scan caught you speeding tonight? Not only that, my detective's intuition is telling me you've committed a boatload of other crimes too. Wait, don't tell me. You're a dine and dasher, aren't you? You're gonna be further off the mark, but either way, I'm not going to jail. Ugh.
Getting
Sorry.
it from 80 to 90 is going to be very hard. You need so many essences.
At this point, I wouldn't bother.
Yeah, I'm just like, nah.
Your best choice is once you've built up your team to their 4th ascension across the board, that's when you start focusing on 90s, because that's where you're building teams. You're building your 90s is like 90s and then grailing them to 100, even if they're lower class, because grails scale. So when you do a Paraglegus or whatever it's called with a grail to up their limit, 5 stars only go up 2 levels, but while 1 stars go up like 5 levels, and that's why they need the same amount of grails to reach the level 100. Like that's how they limited it. It was like, oh yeah, you give them this grail, it gives them this many levels, and they still reach 100.
Oh, I see. So noble phantasms are up. You get a higher level of them if you get like multiples of that character. Now I understand.
Yes. So that's why it's people who have Merlins with 200 are whales usually, or they're my brother. Wales are my brother, or my brother in Wales, the country.
Wow. Well, if someone if I see anyone with a noble phantasm higher than like 1 or 2, I'll be like, how?
So you can go up to 300%, which requires having all 5 levels.
I've got my Kiyohime is at level 4 because I keep apparently getting her.
Yeah, she's a common. She's been around since launch.
Yeah.
Sorry you two, but that's all for night. I know I got caught. I know I got caught trying to squash that pesky insect once happened to catch sight of her, but I was really hoping to enjoy our drive together. Aww. And you know what? You know what? I say it turned out nicely. Thank you, little boy. I'm glad we got to chat. Same, I enjoyed this drive a lot. I feel the same way, thank you. Aw, she's blushing. She was, at least.
Blushed.
Yeah. Don't fake me, I'm quite devious, you know. For example, this could all been a front to case the target I failed to steal before. So watch yourselves. Once you receive my calling card, it's already too late. Camilla. Hold it. What's this card? Did you write her own ticket? That's a new one. Ugh, that was awful. Well, enough about her. I still have my next show to. As for you, you're under suspicion of breaking and entering into crowded venues using weapons of mass hearing loss. Alright, because a noble phantasm, her castle is filled with speakers, and she blasts through her microphone stand to hurt the enemy. Because her whole shtick is she wants to be an idol. Badly. And she basically just screams into the mic. Come with me. You can tell me your side of the story at the station. She's gonna run! She's gonna run! Stop or I'll have to add resisting arrest to your crimes. But I was just giving my fans what they want! Yeah.
Good.
I know they say the nights are lively here, but there's something to be said for silence too. Shall we take a nice long walk back to the hotel, senpai? Yeah, Smash. You can hold my hand. Sorry, being wholesome. Or am I? Could holding hands be not say so? Oh, I got a quartz for that though. Now I have 2. I just need 1 more. And we're back to grinding, so... Yeah. So what's the first thing you're gonna do with that, Merlin, M? I was also about to say, other than sexual harassment.
Never. I've asked first.
No, I mean on his end.
Well, okay, well that's fine then. How's the sexual harassment? I'm fine with it.
That's true. Anyway.
Anyway, don't mind me.
But you enjoy him.
Can't wait to use him in battle. I currently can't put any craft essences on him though, because I'm at my max amount of
You could
allowance.
always remove a servant.
This is true. I could do that.
I did that once upon a time.
I might have to until I get high enough level that I can have a
Especially,
full party.
especially if your backline, who you're not, there are members you're not using, and they're like 4 stars or higher, you may, if not removing, consider replacing them with a 1 star or 2 star, just still fill out the line, but not take as much cost. Because even I can't run out, even at my level of 120 something. I still can't field a full field of 5-star servants.
Too expanse.
Yeah, I think I get to 5 stars across the board, but then I can barely use any craft essences, and it's like, well, that's just wasted space.
Yeah.
And I forgot to speed up battles again. God damn it. For some reason, I keep switching to my very heavily smiling face, and I don't know why. I wonder if my face isn't being...
I'm a very happy person.
I just wonder if my face isn't being picked up very well by the camera tonight. There might be something on it, but I'll give it a clean later, because it's not happening all the time. I just keep looking over and I'm smiling, like, it's lost track of my mouth or something, and it's just left me smiling like a moron. Like, I've got no care in the world, which... I mean, I kinda don't tonight, considering you got your Merlin.
I just tweeted it. It's loading.
Congrats.
Thank you. I am so excited. I still can't believe it. I'm not even 100% sure it's real.
You're in the Merlin club now.
Merlin club. Merlin club.
And retweeted. That is masterful though. So what does that leave you with? You gonna do you start? Well, you still have all your tickets too. I just remembered.
Yeah, I've got my tickets. I've still got 1 draw left. I think I can do.
Are you gonna go for Lamba or a?
I don't know.
Like, cause you've got. Here's the tricky thing now. You got Siegfried, you got Fuma, Siegfried, and Merlin. So you got everyone on that. Yeah, you got every. And Fuma is a general normal summon anyway. I think he's mildly story locked, and I forgot to speed up battles again. Fuma's mildly story locked, I think, because I think he appears in a singularity, but I can't remember for the life of me if he does or not. But he's pretty common. But Siegfried's always available, but, you know, 4-star. And then Merlin's only available when he's on a banner.
Yeah,
so
and he's he's not always around either.
Yeah, so you ran the gauntlet of types.
Just everything.
Just straight up everything. Yeah, so now, yeah, you have a choice between your 2 banners. You can either go for Lamba. Well, technically you don't have to draw. You could wait till what's coming up. There's only land, which while you can't participate because it requires completing Lost Belt 2, you can participate in the summonings for that, which I don't remember what the summonings are though. Though I don't think there's any specific event servants for that, other than the welfare servant. But there is like some servants you can't get till later on because of story locking. Then there's the battle. So there's the battle in New York where you can get Gilgamesh Archer, and I think he's usually available. I have to look him up, but I think he's in the normal pool. He's just got a low rate.
Yeah, because I was looking at the rates for the banner I was pulling on, and I think Merlin, as with the rate up, was 0.8.
Oh yeah, it's super low. There is one way to change it. There is one way, and it's been pointed out, and it requires already to get a specific servant who already has who's always available, but it's astronomically low possibility.
I think the normal servants, when I was looking at them as well, were like 0.0808
Yeah,
or something like that.
because that's that many available. Technically, you hedged your bets because you have less servants available due to story locks.
True. Oh
So,
yeah, that's true.
So the very fact that you don't have servants, like you haven't completed as much story, means you actually have higher chances based off the probability of not having these people unlocked.
That's true, because I did read somewhere that it was like, you won't give the option of ones that you can't access yet.
Yeah, so unless they're explicitly on a banner, it will not summon story locks.
Yeah, Merlin was 0.8, Siegfried's 1.5, Fuma is 4. Ladies and gentlemen, craft edits I got 1,000 of, and the other one that I kept getting 1,000 of were with 4 and 8%. And everything else is 0.008%. Oh, they're all like the 5 and 4 stars, that's why.
Yeah, Gilgamesh Arch is also only available for his banner. He's decent. He's another one who came from the original Stay Night and has been in the game for a long time. Though he got animation updates. The original King of the World. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna figure out what a banner to work on now.
So you can So there's this, or you can wait. The big event people are waiting for right now is it's 2 events from now. It would be actually you probably wouldn't have to worry about it, but it's Saber Wars, where they bring in a character known as Space Ishtar.
Space Ishtar.
Yeah, so there's I've read into this event beforehand. The whole thing takes place in a completely parallel universe, in which Ishtar is raised in a certain set of things. So she's not a bitch, but she is a weapon, and she has her full divinity. And it's like,
that's cool, though.
She's very powerful. And she's also the only one of 3 servants who can change what her noble phantasm is as an arts, quick, or buster. Like, she can choose. Because I think it's her 3rd ability. You can go, no, I want my noble phantasm to be an arts noble phantasm instead of a buster.
Also, did you say that
Hmm?
Yes. Did you say that 4th Ascension was the one that goes from 90 to 100? Is that how that works?
No, 4th Ascension is your 80 to 90. If we're talking about, again, if we're talking about fun, you'll know if you're at 4th Ascension because instead of the usual, like, small upgrades to the same basic stats, they'll have a full-on new picture.
Well, there's a full-on new picture, but it's just, oh, heck, maybe that's why, 'cause it's showing me, like, when you go to character skin, you can see the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Ascension, but I guess it's because the 4th one is the picture.
Yes, they don't get a new thing for a 4th Ascension. It's just a picture and the level cap raise.
Also, I figured out why I love his voice. It's Takahiro Sakurai. I loved him. Words, I can't words, but I've loved that voice actor for like 10 years, something like that. I've listened to it. I've watched a lot of his work. I love him, so like that makes sense. It makes sense.
There you go. There's your Merlin love.
But
yes,
also,
now.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
When you're looking at the characters as well, I just realized I don't know what these numbers mean on the character. So like, 3/6/nothing, or is that the cards?
Are you looking at it in here in the level thing, or when you're pressing in on them?
When you just look at party setup. It's got like a number / number / number, and then a number next to it, a sword, perhaps. I don't actually know what the numbers mean. Yes.
Those are the level of that. That's a quick way to see what level their skills are. The first one is the 1st skill, 2nd skill, 3rd skill, and that's the level of their noble phantasm.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
So you see, the easiest one to see is my Mash has level 10 skills across the board, and then she has a level 3 noble phantasm. Or where you look over at Martha, and you can see I've only leveled up her 1st skill, unlocked her other 2 skills, and then noble phantasm's at level 1.
That makes sense. Now I understand.
Yeah, it's shorthand. they they don't, again, they probably explain it, but they don't explain it interestingly enough that you bother to pay attention.
I know, they might have explained it, I don't know.
But yeah, it's yes, there you go. You got your you'll be rocking through a lot of story now, especially if you can borrow one, because you can put Merlin in one slot, put another Merlin in another slot, and then put someone in the middle and just infinite heal with a
Merlin goes around in circles.
You can't do Merlin anymore.
No, infinite
It
Merlin.
used to be, because it used to be that you could oh, and I dropped something. It used to be that you could summon a servant to like 2 copies of the same servant if you owned it, but they restricted it to prevent people from making strategies where they would just like bombard the same servant out the gate, you know?
Makes sense.
So yeah, you can no longer use the Merlin strat.
I can do a Merlin strat.
Yeah, that's what we call it now. You can also use another strat, which you can, though it works better when Mash is further along the line.
Yeah.
It's known as the round table strategy, and you use Merlin, Mash, and then you take one of the two knights of the round table that I've tested this on, which is either you use Gwaine, who has a Buster Noble Phantasm, or you use Lancelot Saber, who has an art. Because Gwaine can get the boost from Merlin, while Lancelot has an art, which means if you stack them up against each other, you can boost their regeneration of their art for the next round, as well as do some damage.
Arts and arts.
So yeah, because my brother has Gwaine, and I have Lancelot Saber. And he's tested the theory with Gwaine, and it's worked. He's also technically... he also technically has tested it with Tristan, and it doesn't work as well with an archer.
Interesting, though. Testing out how things work.
Yeah, it's trial and error.
As well to see how this works with having him in the party doing main story. But my level 40s and then my level 80.
Yeah, well, just look at it this way, because I think that's the actual original intention of this. People like me get it because they didn't introduce it till this year's 4th anniversary. But it's meant to be used by early masters who are having difficulty getting the materials, because you've come in very late in terms of like the grand age of this game. So it's like, here's how you get a fair go at everything. We'll let you get away with a level 80 right out of the gate.
I love it. I still can't believe it. I've said that like 6 times. I just can't believe it.
You have mastered humanity.
Take that,
yes.
Raid Up.
Raid Up isn't a lie with you.
I thought, like, when you were saying, oh, Raid Up's a bit, you know, it's not quite Raid Up, I'm like, I'm gonna have my hopes up.
It's like Fire Emblem Heroes, where you keep getting 3 stars, or when you do, you get, like, the same guys again and again.
Yeah, when I played Heroes, I was like, I'm not getting anything.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like that. Except, you know, you actually get guaranteed something, where in Heroes, there are no guarantees. They give you 5 orbs, and you end up spending 20 orbs getting 5 heroes that are pretty lackluster.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Yep. I'm just gonna keep on grinding away at the old grind wheel.
You're doing great. You're doing great, sweetie.
Okay, let's see. Doesn't really like picking up my winking that much. Yeah, no. Gonna need better facial tracking to pull off winking. What can we do? Yes, sorry, this is ooh, how I deal with boredom of grinding. I did some beforehand, but I wasn't playing a lot yesterday, so after, not just yesterday because I didn't have a stream, I was doing other stuff, and yeah, just didn't end up playing much, and I did some today, but god, it's a lot to get the casino free. Ugh. Salt rinsing is the worst. Ugh. Someone remind me that I do that cup out later. Yeah, I'll probably remember. I'm covering something. Should push myself across a little more. Ooh. Yeah, no. This little special event worked out a lot better than I could have expected. I thought really it was a coin flip. Well, let's be honest, it was going to be a coin flip. M was either going to get Merlin, or we were going to spend the day, the rest of the stream, ripping into the raid up. And I'm very happy you got it, because god, the feeling of wasting everything on a banner is crushing. And, you know, that's what Delightworks lives off of, causing crushing defeats and depression. But yeah, no. But I think it's good, because he put in that effort. I mean, he's hit Okanos, and now he's gonna quickly breach, to Babylon, Unia at this rate, with a levelating Merlin at his side. It'll actually be interesting how quickly M comes up to current content.
And
welcome back.
thank you. I came back in perfect time to see Smash and Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Doing Animal Phantasm.
Yeah. I've never been able to pull Da Vinci Caster, because she's another one where you need a banner for her. And I can't even remember what her noble fit. I've seen it before by borrowing it, but it's much different. She's a caster otherwise. Da Vinci. Da Vinci, a man in a woman's body, technically speaking. Though everyone refers to him as her, because that's what he doesn't mind. It's like, yeah, I don't have a thing dangling down there right now, so...
Also, dang, you get a lot of drops for doing stuff at a higher level.
Yeah. It's a trade-off. You take on more powerful things, which means you gotta prep a little bit better than just hitting it. But you get a lot out of it for doing so. So yeah, it's easier to pick up across the board to do stuff, but it's also like, eh. Now,
I've been nearing the end of the event though, like, oh no, actually, no, I remember reading somewhere it was 200 million.
yeah. And then there's also post-event, so even if I finish the main story, there'll be... lately, for a lot of events, they'll have, as a way to get the extra copies of the event servant that's been provided, they'll have like a post-event hard mode. And it's like, oh yeah, even at lower levels you could sort of do it, but it's like, you gotta plan, like, this is what this servant can do, this is what abilities the game is giving them for this battle, just like, be ready to get your ass handed to you a few times before you figure it out.
Sounds fun.
Sorry, I'm just enjoying this craft essence. Also,
it's a very good craft essence.
I was double checking the abilities, and then I got lost talking to you. It's like, oh, right. What was I doing? Right,
Oh,
because
checking the abilities. That's what you were doing.
it's a quick buster, and I'm just thinking, I don't think I've got a quick buster combo currently. A lot of my quick servants haven't got a lot of use lately. Because I didn't get, Scarif Skadi, who is known as Queen of the Quicks. Queen of the Quicks. QOQ.
QOQ. Also,
QOQ.
did you say that Merlin's outfit came from the second, what's it called? Hotel? Not hotel. Casino thing?
Yeah, the second casino.
Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta get past, Himeji. You gotta get past, Osaka Bay Hime. And then you can go, then you go to the Pharaoh's, you get into the Pharaoh's Casino, do that, and then, yeah, you get Merlin's costume.
I see. It's just getting those drops. They're a bit of a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Though, yeah, for you it'll be low, because you'll only really be able to do the low-end QPs. And Hijime is your only real one for it, because, yeah, at least here, you only have to worry about sabers, so you can just build up a team of archers, or at least not lancers.
Anything that's not a lancer, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, at the very least, you can do that to exploit it. Where the other ones, Pharaoh, it's casters. Oh, you could do that with Camilla, if you level up a bit. And at Cirque de Ruick, it's, a mix. And then, Casino Camelot is Lancers. Which you could do with your sabers, but I know you're not investing a lot into Hosakai, because you don't know if you'll be able to finish the event itself.
I won't be able to. With the amount of grinding you
Yeah.
need to do on levels, there's no way.
Again, the best thing you can do is what I did in early events where I was like, I don't even know if I'll finish. It's just like, go do low-end stuff where you get the lowest material, walk in and buy all of these, and level up your servants with it.
That's true. I'm just gonna do that probably.
Because that's how I did it with, that's how I did it with the Fate Zero event when I started, because it was running. And I just took a bunch of that and just ran it. Like, hardcore. And I walked out of that with so much, XP, and, like, I had such a head start into the singularities. I think my head start ran out around... what's about 5? I did pretty well through London. I got my ass handed to me here and there, but ultimately the head start got me to the North American wars pretty decently. And then, yeah, the kitty gloves are off.
It's like, no, you're in big boy league now.
Pretty much. It was like, when we started doing Hades in 14. It's like, yeah, you're gonna have to learn you're gonna have to learn what things are.
Keeps calling. Hang on.
Who keeps calling M? The new board game by Ubisoft.
Being tagged in. What am I being tagged? What's going on?
Facebook. I get tagged in things all the bloody time, and I'm just like, I don't care what these people are talking about, but it's because someone's decided to mention me by name in the thing. It's like, okay. Wait,
I've been tagged in the officer chat, but I'm like, I can't do it right now. Later. Anyway, I'm gonna keep watching your stream because it's great.
So prepping Merlin for a life of Merlining. Merlin's also a very good servant for farming, like materials from the Shadia Gate. Because I found out that when you go to the Shadia Gate, there is a help button here that explains everything. Acquire experience and material and QP. Brief side stories, strength for servant skills, or noble phantasm. So yeah, oh, it's Sunday, right, it's Sunday! Sunday! Which means, embers are completely random, it's Saber Day, and the treasure vault is the treasure vault. Still not doing any of this. I'm not short on QP. I've got my materials for my servants. And I've got my, I don't really want to farm for embers right now. I'm gonna farm for QP points. But yeah. I'm gonna quickly reset the game just because I'm starting to notice audio issues appearing. Just want to make sure that's not an ongoing issue.
Be a good idea.
Yeah, I'll put it back in a second. Oop, right, it's not in streaming mode anymore. 1 second. Streaming mode. Audio's fine. So my model's not glitching, which means it's not a loss of resources on a major level, but it must be concentrated. Okay. Shrink this stinky dink down. Then expand this stinky dink back up. And there we go. But yeah. You'll have a lot of fun things ahead, and you'll be able to ease through parts of the story now. You'll definitely find that you'll have less trouble now that you have your own level 80 and you can borrow one.
Yeah, I've got my own. I mean, I will be borrowing others occasionally as well, because there's some really cool ones out there, but having a level 80 Merlin really, I think in the early game where I'm at, it's going to really help.
Well, yeah, because you can take Merlin, use your mash, and then put your support in your main line, and then borrow like my Lancelot, and that's a tested and tried strategy that beats a lot of enemies.
That's true. If I just have one of my own and then just my level 80 Merlin and then a level 80 one of yours, everything's gonna get destroyed.
Yep, and anything that poses a general challenge will at least pose less of a challenge. And I didn't want to get a Hijime.
But then it's the one, do I keep Mash or do I keep... I mean, I guess Mash is pretty good.
Ooh.
The struggle of I just want all of them.
Yes. Hey, you'll eventually get to the point where you'll be like cycling. Because I have... actually, I'll click here. I have different teams. So we'll go to Team 0, which is my all-female team right now, because I did Agartha, the City of Women, which had a bonus for bond points with female servants for its main story. So like, and I just kept them like this. My main team, Arcadians, which is the one where I switch in out of my members normally, and then Swimsuit Madness is my current summer lineup. Any servant that's getting bonuses for summer this year. And then there's Oblivion, which I think this used to be an all-male team. Actually, it is an all-male team. With Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty in it. Okay. And then, yeah. Amazon used to be my female-only team, and then I did a great culling of servants. I burnt so many servants once upon a time. Because I would just try to get mana prisms to get summon tickets at the beginning of a month. And I would like burn like a level... I would have Medusa at 3rd Ascension, and I would just burn her for 15 mana prisms. Ugh. Good old Medusa. And I apologize to Medusa. Yeah. Here we go.
Got this. Let's go. I want to see it.
1, 2, 3.
Right.
This is the power of a high level with a class advantage. Because if they were having a disadvantage, even at this level, they would probably do way less damage. The class advantage is important. More than ever, because it's damage related, unlike what's the word what am I thinking of? Fire Emblem's accuracy-based advantages. So you're always guaranteed to hit. Here. Good old Fire Emblem free houses. I need a switch. And dead. Not dead. Oh. I'm disappointed now. Alright. Da Vinci, then throw in Francis Drake. I do like some, again, I actually don't mind that they made some characters straight up waifus, where it's like, especially in times where they're like, yeah, no, records aren't trustworthy and it's a man's world, so, you know, men are gonna write villains and heroes as men. Like Francis Drake, who instead of being a man as recorded in history is a woman, but to be fair is also a prolific pirate. During the time, yeah, it makes sense that the authorities at the time, who would have been misogynistic men, would have been like, yeah, we can't admit that the best pirate who keeps evading us and is really renowned is a woman.
It would destroy their reputation. It'd be like,
exactly.
Oh, Matt, are you woo man?
And it would be the same for pirates, where they'd be like, yeah, we can't see you as a woman because, you know, we're pirates. It would be embarrassing for us. It'd be like, yeah, it's a weird catch-all, like, yeah, no, anytime before, like, records with photos and everything, it makes sense that the occasional historic figure could have been female. Which has shown to be especially common in Japan, in which there is that high level of, like, male heirs, and they have a lot of tales of women being raised in, like, male-centric to be, like, men. Like, I know there are a few stories where it's like, yeah, this person is actually a woman, she's been raised since birth to be the male heir because the family never conceived one. Gonna turn the volume on that down a little bit, because it's looking a little high. Move the mic a bit closer again. Put my foot up on the wall so I can lean back, and yeah.
Get comfortable.
Pretty much. At this point, I'm trying to find comfort wherever I can, and without an actual chair, that's finding ways to lean back while the camera still picks up my face. I love Ryder Da Vinci's skill. Her third skill raises the level of the Noble Phantasm by 1. So, when you use... I don't know if you've used this yourself, Em, but when you use Noble Phantasms in the same turn, one after another, they boost each other's percentage up.
Oh. I mean,
so,
I have used them one after the other, I just didn't pay attention to what it did.
Yeah, so let's say you have a servant who you have, like your Kiyohime, who's at level 4, so she can hit 200% on her gauge. Let's say you use that, and so normally when you hit it, it'd be 200%. But if she's the second in a lineup, it will go to 300%. And if she's at the end, 400.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
The highest you can get is 500%, no matter what. That's like the upper limit.
See,
If
would
you
like for doing something like this event, would Kyo be useful, or is she still?
50-50.
Yeah.
All berserkers suffer that weakness, though. So it's not just Kyo. It's like berserkers in general, unless they have certain skills, they're usually more useful contractors is one way to put it.
Useful contractors.
They're good at for some, they're good at hunting specific prey. There are those who have bonuses against divinity. Mysterious Heroine X Alter still carries on the Saber Face Hunter trait, which makes her a useful berserker to take down people who look like a Toria. Either alternate versions of her or characters like Nero, who look like a Toria because she was a cash cow at the time. What am I talking about? She still is the cash cow. But yeah.
Your AP. Again.
Yep, it's gone again.
That's the other reason I have been putting the event off, is it's so AP heavy. I'm at like 200 and something AP now because I've just been grinding the story without, leveling up and leveling up. But I'm like, the second I do like 3 things in the event, it's gone.
Yep, because they all cost 40.
So expensive.
Yeah.
Suffering.
Yeah, well, give it a year and the rerun happens and you'll be in a different place.
Maybe I'll have like 7 billion apples or something by then. Just be like,
I was referring to physically. You'll be on the moon!
I'll be on the moon in November, technically. Well, depends how long it takes me to get there, but...
Yeah. Oh, you're over... To be fair, you've been over the moon today.
Oh my god. Over the moon, landed in Camelot.
Yep.
Screams.
Yes.
I didn't scream. I'm proud of myself. I didn't scream.
I was literally bracing for, well, not bracing, but I was like expecting to hear the scream, like to be signaled that you got him, and then when you did it, I was like, oh wow. Like so, I
controlled myself. I controlled myself to slap my hand over my mouth, forgetting how to breathe for 20 seconds, feeling like I'm like, am I gonna cry? Like, oh my god. And then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna tell him, really just gonna post it and just be really silent until he sees it and just be like, yeah, I got him. Like,
you chose to be sly.
I'm so sly, I'm super cool. Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly do my salt thing for my mouth for this damn inflammation. I'm going to make it
better.
It's getting better with the salt because I started doing it like all the time today now. But it's just annoying because after a while of talking, it's just like, well, now it's not like as bad as if I've left it, but it's just like I'm worried I'm gonna bite down on it because it feels like it's like pushing out again. So, but every time I do this, at the very least it gets numb and it helps avoid infection. So I'm just gonna quickly do this.
Okie dokie. He's doing it, guys. Sorry, I shouldn't make him laugh. Shit. I am so sorry. Do not swallow the salt water. Sea water.
Nope. Yeah, I had my cup that I was using for hydrate, because it's empty, so I was just like, this saves a trip back to the sink until I'm done with stream.
Maybe, I should not redeem a hydrate then.
No, hydrates are just gonna be salt takes right now.
Ew,
that's how I'm gonna go. So if you hydrate, I'm just gonna wipe my mouth with salt, so hydrate's more of a shut up button right now.
Oh, I don't want that. I like hearing your voice.
So I've got Moriarty up to Pelagrius, and I've got 19 of them now. Yeah, I've got 19 grails, because most of the events are caused one way or another by either a Holy Grail or a Holy Grail equivalent item that they provide as a Holy Grail when you complete it. Which is useful. It's really useful. But even now, I still hesitate to grail anyone.
You're just like, but what if I need them later?
It's because I haven't decided what servant I want at that level. Moriarty is my highest leveled at 90. And I don't know if I want to spend 5 grails to put him to 100, because apparently in Japan, the level cap just went over 100.
Oh, really?
After the 6th anniversary, you can now level servants to over level 100. Which
well,
make...
Moriarty. I said 92, no, 90 out of 92 or something?
Yeah, so if I grail him, he can get from level 90, which he's currently at. His cap will be level 92. And it will raise 92 until it hits 100, which would take 5 grails.
Wow, that's expensive.
Yeah. So, yeah, on top of the fact that it takes forever to go up a level when you're at 90, like, seriously, the grail is, you use a grail, and then you have to use a bunch of XP materials, and you can't just, like, use 5 grails in bulk to hit level 100. You have to raise them to the next part each time. So, really, I need an event where I'm not going to level up an event servant.
You just, like, all your time, effort, everything is going into just leveling up that one character. I mean, she's great, though, so you're gonna have a good character once she's leveled.
I love Hosakai. Because I love her Kansai accent, or Osaka accent, whatever the accent, the rough one, and her voice. But then she's like formal here.
She's so cute.
Isn't she? Oh. What's funny is what's very funny is so some servants, I've mentioned this before, some servants have lines when you summon other servants, usually related to them in some way or another. She has lines for her other self, her foreigner version, that I also have, in which apparently her, OA, the daughter herself, the actual girl, the two versions of her don't get along, but her father, the squid, the octopus, they get along perfectly fine. And she even complains about it, like, why is he so happy with the other one, but I can't stand the other one because she treats me like... Well, the best way I could describe it, like, quickly is the foreigner thinks of her, of the summer version, as essentially her Chibi-un phase. Because it was, like, very early on in Hosakai's life, it was very obvious she would never be a swordsmaster, because she's a woman. Because she lived in that sort of era, where it was, like, it's not uncommon for women to be samurai, but if your family has another trade, you're more common to go into your other trade, short of a massive war coming out. And in Hosakai's case, it's big because her father didn't carry on being a swordsman, he became an artist, and beyond that, a famous artist. So her going back to her grandfather's roots, short of a giant war, was unlikely. I mean, she'd been born in Sengoku, Jedi, like, during the major points of those fights. Maybe. But yeah. I can't wait for Guda Guda to come back around next year. That's the, for UM, so I can explain that, that's, the Nobunaga event.
Oh.
They're called the Guda Guda. And until, I think, the end of this one, they're all about Nobunaga. This year's is the end of that, with other general Japanese servants coming into play. I know 2020's Japan event, which I think is next year's or the year after, is is Himiko, which is a goddess. So, like, yeah. Good.
I'm definitely looking forward to playing this in the long term because I'm really enjoying it so far.
Yeah, and the events are well written. Like, the events that have story are really well written. The challenge events are decently fair, actually.
Yeah, like I haven't been super involved in the events yet because the current one obviously has a little low level to be able to do a lot of it. But
they
like,
went with a very high bar for this summer. Like, the bar hasn't been this high since Summer 1, in which it felt like they really underestimated how far we come.
Yeah, I think they've like upped it, but now it's so hard. Like when I was doing the summer event, even just doing the one, I can't remember the girl with the like super soaker that you recruit in the first part of the story. I can't remember her name.
Super soaker? You mean wait? You mean Osaka Hime?
Oh, is that what she was? I don't.
There are two servants with super soakers. There's Atoria. There's Summer Atoria, who has a super soaker as an archer, and you'll know because she has blonde, but if she has dark hair, it's Osaka Hime.
Let me check.
But yeah.
Probably was. Probably.
Yeah, because Osaka Hime is the person who's in charge of the first casino. Wait.
It wasn't her. It was when you were recruiting. There was a girl before you go into the casino that you recruit for that specific casino.
Oh, Helena.
That's it.
Helena.
She nearly kicked my ass.
Helena Basky. She was from year 2. She was part of the Dead Heat race, where she had to mediate between Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison for their actually make their race car.
Oh my god.
But
yeah, she was tough. Yeah. I mean, I'm very new to the game, but she was tougher than I was expecting.
Oh yeah, because what they do is to make up for the fact that you're facing one servant, they make them stronger than they usually be if they were your servant. So they have a bit more health, they're a bit stronger, but it's to make up for the fact that you can deploy 6 servants against them, and you have foreknowledge of being able to deploy a servant that would otherwise wreck their shit. But yeah.
So good. Such a good game. And like I said, I'm only 7 days in, but it's really fun. And like even just doing the main storylines, stuff and all the lower end stuff that I can do, I'm loving it. It's so good.
I can't wait till you start getting 4th ascensions for other servants who have interludes and reading like their bonus stories and that. Because Suzuka goes and has one, and when you complete one, it adds a new entry to their biography in their little thing when you click and hold their portrait. Like when you're like setting up the party, so you can actually learn even more information. And it's usually something that's become relevant in that little interlude chapter. Super adorable. Sometimes it's like, this is why this character is like how that... Sometimes it's like super relevant, like, this is why this character's like this now. And then others it's like, oh, this is a piece of their history that isn't widely known. Or isn't usually present in their character day to day. Like, this is a trauma.
Yeah. I'm excited to learn about all the different characters. There's so many, so there's so much story to learn.
And some you can learn through other ways, like, most of the Apocrypha servants you can actually learn from watching Apocrypha, because they tend to dip into their backstories. Stay Night dips a little bit, but it doesn't, like, hugely. If you play the PSP Fate-Extra, you can learn about Nero, Tamayoi no Mei, and the one version of the Emiya servant. Like, it's amazing. And they're remaking that game, actually, for the PS4, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called Fate-Extra Record. And they're making it Unreal Engine, I believe.
Oh, Unreal. I mean, Unreal would be a good one to do it, I think.
Well, it was originally a PSP game, and it was one of the first games I played, because it's one of the few actual games that's available. Because it's this, if you're not counting visual novels, it's this game, and then it's Extra and Extra CCC, which never saw foreign shores. Oh, and now the Extralia Samurai Warrior type games. That's why I want to Switch. I want to play Extralia Lynx again, which I only own on the Switch. And if I had 4Vision, I would have bought it on the PS4. But I bought it because the Switch version I found had a collector's box. I own a collector's box, and it's cool. And people are still waiting for Charlemagne. And so am I. Charlemagne's cool. Because it's what's interesting is in Extralia Lynx is a direct sequel to Extralia. And they added 2 new servants for the story to continue on from. One of those being Charlemagne, who is well known for lots of adventures and then becoming king with his 12 knights. And one of the servants is Charlemagne as the adventurer, like before he became king, and he was doing things with his 12 paladins. And then the other one is him as king. And it's a real interesting story of, like, especially when they come face to face, and it's like, oh, I don't like you, and I don't like you. Let's murder each other. Okay.
Okay, murder.
No, but it's like, that one is really good at showing, like, his different priorities, depending on which version of him he is. Like, the king looks at the whole realm, while the adventurer looks at it from the eyes of a hero, down on the ground floor with other people. It was like, huh, this is cool, this is a cool idea. Even though the game tries to make it not obvious, if you actually know anything about Charlemagne's name, and like the name he had, his official name, and all, and what he was known as king, it's like, oh yeah, that's Charlemagne's name as king. It's like, oh, because it's like Carl something or other, and it's like, oh yeah, that's Charlemagne's king, that's Charlemagne's actual name. But yeah, the game was like, who is it? He's by this name. Huh? Ugh. There we go, salt. Salt on the wounds. Yeah. So what are you doing right now, Em? Are you going back to main story, or are you just pondering your eternal existence with Merlin?
I'm always pondering. I haven't even done a thing. I've just been staring at him. Just like,
Oh, you should go to your room and put him as your favorite and listen to him say things.
Oh, you think I haven't done that already?
Sometimes you forget there are systems in place, so that's why I say it.
No, that's
like,
fair. Like, I did it by accident. I hit something and it was like, do you want to add him as your favorite? I'm like, oh.
Yeah, because if you hold his thing in the side, you can instantly click them as a favorite instead of going through all the menus in...
Oh, that's probably what I did.
Yeah, because it's like a little on the side, like on this side with like where the back button is. They're like these small blue buttons, and one of them says favorite. And if you click that, it'll go, do you want to set him as your favorite? And yeah.
And then I can go into my room and he's just there. And
you can click on him for him to talk and go through, say things and go through emotions.
Oh my goodness. This is the best day of my life.
And he has lines for, if I remember, he has a generic line for most of the round table. He has a line for Atoria, and then he has a specific line for Atoria Lancer and Atoria Alter. So he has one for the dark version of Atoria, and then one for the version of Atoria who uses Rongdemiliad instead. That being a holy weapon. That King Arthur did have, but did not commonly use enough for it to be considered, like...
the main weapon.
Yeah, like Excalibur trumps all. Or Caliburn, depending on how early you're looking in on King Arthur.
Also true.
Because, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say, because Caliburn eventually went to Gwaine, who owns it now.
Wayne has it now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Unfortunately, I might have to jump off for a bit because I've got to do my Sunday raid thing.
No. This is why I wanted to. This is why I did make sure you did the thing early, because yeah, I'll just keep doing my grinding and story here and keep the stream going for a bit longer. And because my mouth is being a pain, it will probably go maybe again probably till the next story thing happens. And
You got
yeah,
this.
well, yeah.
I'm sad to have to leave because I super enjoy your streams. Like, I love being in your stream.
And I love having you here. But also, you got Merlin, which means you completed the goal of the stream today, other than doing summer. Which is why I changed the title to say, congratulations on getting Merlin.
Hell yeah.
Because, seriously, congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you do your raid because it's your usual raid, and I'll keep going away at the grindstone because fuck this event and the amount of AP and repetitive. Like, could they just give us for people like me, could they just give us a really high quartz like trade value where it's like you'll likely wipe, but you could spend nearly every dime you've got getting points.
Oh, you can do this. Yeah, it's very grindy, very AP heavy. Like, oh yeah.
Because I think part of it is they're trying to get you to like a mobile game, space it out a little, but then it's also like, come on, why would we? There's only so much time for an event.
You'd be like, I only got so many days to do it. What do you mean space it out?
Very much so, and yeah. But no, you enjoy your raid. Send the guys much love from me.
I will. We'll hang up again.
And I know a few people in there, at least Pandora does, plays Fate Go, so you can get, so maybe you could get a chance to gush about your Merlin.
You'll be like, I got Merlin, guys. I can't believe it. Oh my god.
If nothing else, it can go, something can go into the definitely non-existent 18 plus.
I mean, yes, non-existent 18 plus. That doesn't exist at all.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. 18 plus? What are you talking about? I don't know what those words mean.
That means nothing to me. Anywho.
Anyway, you take care, Em. And
I'll see you later. We'll hang out soon.
Yeah. Take care.
Thank you for having me here. I love
Thank you for being here.
Give Marx all your support if you're here. Make sure you hit a follow. Give him all your love. He is an incredible streamer. He's an incredible guy. Just all the love he can give.
Thank you for the glowing review.
And I am off. Farewell.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Alright. I'll congrats to Emeri for getting Merlin. Thank you, Yep, I'm just gonna change the title one more time just to show that you're not here, but we're still happy about your claim. And I won't ask you to do any more roles for stream unless you want to. But Merlin was the big one, and I know that. Yeah, no. You enjoy your raid, your Final Fantasy 14 raid, and I'll be here. I really just want to get to this next story so we can unlock the next limit. And the endless cycle. Thank you. And yes, thank you for joining us. Alright. We're only at 55. Part of me really wants to just say fuck it, let's end the stream here and let me do this in my personal time so I can multitask. And the other part of me is like, be a man, face your demons, throw yourself off a cliff. I wouldn't throw myself off a cliff. No, I would. I would definitely throw myself off a cliff. Or no, because I don't like the idea of being able to see where I'm going to fall. Or the anticipation. I fought this out for some reason, and you can tell that. Oh, we should use some of the new craft essences. That increases damage. Ooh, bonus enemies. Yes, yes, I know. We should increase our bonus enemies. Price damage cut. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not really getting stuck to my back line. The enemies aren't hard. They hit hard, but I'm abusing advantage pretty well. Ugh. Wonder how things are going elsewhere in my virtual universe. That doesn't make sense, but oh well. Yep, I can see the ray prepping. Cool. In the meantime, back to the grindstone. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1 down. 2 down. Triple banana. Ah, damn it. I wanted that to finish it off immediately. Well, we'll use it to get mashed some Noble Phantasm points. And yeah. And there goes the friggin' thing again. Yeah. How long have we been going? 2 and something hours? Let's do 2.5. We might take our break soon. That said, at least done a bit. Yeah, I didn't even realize 2.5 hours passes fast when you're not by yourself. But that was good. I'm glad that we, frankly, got a really good thing. And again, if you want to see all of M's draws tonight, go to the Discord and under Lucky Pulls, you can see all 5 pulls tonight. And I will, yeah, and we'll see how M does going from there. Because he may not want to pull Animal Servants, and you know, that's fine. I mean, he's got new ones to upgrade now, but he might decide to pull up some extra servants from this event. But still, he got Camilla. Even I did get Camilla. I've got fucking Suji. I've already forgot her name. Oh god, I've gone blind. No, but I already got Okita. I already got Okita. Which again means I've got a servant from this year too. Other than the welfare. Who I still technically have to get by finishing this damn story. No matter how long it takes. But you know, it is what it is. And what it is a big damn mess. I am tired for some reason. Also no Fenrir tonight, because And I feel like I need to put that strain on my vocal cords. Nah, I don't need to reposition my mouth to get the sound completely correct and have a problem in it. Alright. Let's do this. Double Phantasm plus an arts kicker. The double Da Vinci system, baby. If you could do a triple Da Vinci system, which you can't, but if you could, you could have a level 500 attack from every Da Vinci. Or from a third-party servant using 2 Da Vincis and a command seal in the right costume, providing all the pieces required for 500% from a single servant. Or a Kana. You get free free Da Vincis, then you switch one out for a Kana, allowing one Da Vinci to hit 400 by themselves. But that would still require 2 Da Vincis, which isn't possible, unfortunately. Allow me triple Da Vincis. Also, give me another Da Vinci. Sorry, I still got Wink support on, so I might as well Wink. You know what? We're gonna take a 5-minute break. Just because we've been going for a while. Just gonna recheck everything. My water's been empty for a while. My my salt water thing's getting a bit low. I don't think it needs a refill because we probably wouldn't go much longer. But I think we should take a quick break now that we've passed into monotony. All right. I'll be back soon. Catch you on the flip side. No, that sounds like I'm disappearing. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Feel free to get yourself something to eat. If you're hungry, toilet break, you know, the works. I'll be back. Bye. And we're back. Let me get rid of this little break thing. And back to... fucking hell. Ugh. Where in hell? Where is hell? Hell's right here. God damn it. You know what, I'm gonna lurk in someone else's stream at the same time. I'm not gonna get super quiet, but I am... I don't know, there's so much you can do while you're talking just to yourself now. There is no way to start off the boredom. You're monotony. Monotony. A few friends are doing different things. Monotony. There we go. People are doing... A lot of people I follow are doing Final Fantasy 14, and a lot of them are doing... E9S. Ugh. Something I need to do, but God, I don't want to. Oh no, one group's doing one's doing E9S and the other's doing E10S. Or something. Wait, I don't even know which one that is. Never mind, who cares? We're still alive here doing... Throwing ourselves at the walls to lose our goddamn minds. Well, I'm just going to do this now because I do not want to. I was going to lurk, but I don't want to incite any thoughts of doing anything but this. I don't want to get tempted into playing 14 or something, because I need to keep conquering this summer event, and if the goals posts are going to get further and further away, yeah, we're just going to have to keep hitting it day in, day out. In my free time during stream time. I wanted that to rhyme so badly. Stretch. Stretch. Sorry. Now I'm looking at Twitter. Focus in. Focus in. But at the very least, if I'm gonna do both, I should be paying some attention. Twitter is Twitter. Twitter is Twitter. Twittering the twits in the Twitch. I'm not proud of that one. Whoop. Netflix. Of Netflix blasting Brooklyn Nine-Nine in my ear. And these headphones that cost me $2 are already dying, but that's to be expected. I paid $2. But no, all seriousness, I did expect this, just not this quickly. And I can't get new ones because the bloody COVID cases popping up all over the shop. Someone really lacked the foresight that putting us in lockdown would probably be a terrible thing. That being that being in people pretty much scoured the supermarkets in lockdown, and that includes people with COVID. And because not everyone's tested, you can't say for certainty that everyone doesn't have it. It's an unfortunate paradox. One, two... Oh wait, no. I can... There we go. There we go. How long does that boost last? Shit, overcharge only lasts a turn. No, Da Vinci does a boost, that's right. Never mind. I was real worried there for a second, thinking, oh no, I'm not gonna... Nope, Da Vinci gets a boost at the end of her Noble Phantasm. This is fine. Nine. Sorry. Roughly 9. Yeah, no. I'm thinking of moving my computer temporarily to begin with, perhaps permanently into the other room. So that way when I stream, I'll have it set up like a table on... Well, it wouldn't be a table right away right now. Not if I did it, like, soonish. But I'd be able to sit in a chair. But I don't know, I might do a test run to see if it's worth it. I just need somewhere to put something long enough to put my monitor, maybe my other monitor, and then my laptop. Right, more. Na. Let's bring the volume back up.
System, all check. 大丈夫ですから。マスター。
Oh, no, we want to boost the cost. Oh no, we should probably use this first right out the gate. Alright, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. So every time I listen to myself, I'm surprised sometimes by how nasally I am, other times by how deep my voice actually is. Can I point out like how crazy good the music is? And like this includes like whistles in that. we would hear around summer. Here we go. Okay, Naval Phantasm up. There we go. Let's see if we can get Drake to just enough that Da Vinci can help her. This should just bring it in line for Da Vinci to raise it all. Let's go. Overkill for the first guy. That brings Mash up to 200, which will provide an attack boost. And then it brings Drake up to... Oh wait, no, 400 because of the overcharge. And then Drake up to 500 because of the overcharge and the 200 at the end of the round. For 43 points. The next one's just gonna be Crit Yard. 1, 2, 3. 100%. 70 with Vision. Killed by Da Vinci with a Buster. 100%. God, it's taking a while. Am I earning less than before? I feel like I'm earning less than before.
Master, 昼寝はどうする？ようこそカジノキャメロットへ。ここはラスベガス最高の社交場であると同時に至高のショップでもある。
What piece am I low on? You know what? I still need to level up. I need to add riders, so let's pick up some rider pieces and use that. That might be useful. Next, I want to hold on to these coins because the next letter I think is going to be it's that or the cards, but I'm picking up these every time I run. So the shark will be fine, but the dragon will not. But I need 200 tokens to get the last of the things. I need 99 billion of the cards to do whatever that extra one is, which will probably be a super boss when we get to it. If we get to it. That one I'm hesitant on. Mission 6. Ugh. I thought this would be easier, but no, it's... You know what we're gonna do? I wanted to do more story, but you know what? We're going to... No, because we're close. I should do more story. Because then otherwise I'll be stuck not doing anything until tomorrow at like 6 o'clock tomorrow to get the rest done. Sorry, I had a brain freeze. Camilla. Look at those robot dogs. Alright, I'm gonna do assault thing. Ah, there we go. Oh, that's way better. I feel I could talk for another hour. That's a lie, but I feel good. Alright. You know what, I haven't borrowed like this high level of Camilla before. I don't think. I might have. I can't remember. 1, 2, 3. Oh god damn it, it didn't switch. Oh, them giant enemies. One, 2, 3. dogs. Dancing coins for your remaining enemy, cool. Increase stable phantasm. Heads the tails, which worked in my favor, thank God. Little gift. We're gonna punish stuff. Damn it. Well, you know what? We'll make the best out of the worst of a bad scenario. 1, 2, 3. Car crash. I love it though. It's a fun idea that she just drives a car and crashes into people, and that's her little phantasm. And then Da Vinci technically does the same with the Stormboarder. And it gives you Noble Phantasm, which is cool because it kind of makes you want to put her at the end of a lineup, so everyone gets Noble Phantasm points right at the end, after they've unleashed all their Noble Phantasms, you know? Or if you've got double Da Vinci's, then one of the Da Vinci's gets way more. And in that one case, we got it to loop, technically. Okay, I think this next one actually might push us over the line. Let's see. We'll borrow Da Vinci, use the 2 Da Vinci system. And yeah.
System all check. 大丈夫ですから。マスター。
I'm going to do another swig while we do this, so I'll be silent again. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. This is the slowest first thing ever. I feel way better. That was a way better choice to also decide to change that temporarily so I can do that without being odd. Well, as odd. This is taking a while though. I mean, we're pushing back at every point, but God. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually click it because that Sphinx's body prevents it. It's kind of funny considering it is a spirit in front of a Sphinx, and it keeps selecting the Sphinx. One, two, three. If I can get Mash just high enough, it should be enough for her to piggyback off of the two Da Vinci's going back to back. Yep, it's there. Okay. 2. Okay. Maximize. 500%. Beautiful journey. I said it ominously, but no, this is good. 300% mash right out the gate. 400 Da Vinci borrowed. 500 on my Da Vinci. If I've calculated this correctly. I believe I have. Let me kill some of the enemies. Dead. And this next one should kill her. Ugh. And done. That should theoretically put us where we need to be. Or I'm in hell. Nope, it's yep, cool. What's a ghost lantern? And a cursed phone. I don't need either of those things, but it's good. Okay. Next story, please. Third casino, the Sultan Palace Iravis Septus. That's a fucking mouthful, and I probably butchered it. But we'll see. Ba-da-da. Whoa. What the hell was that? The sensor went right in the corner. Alright, here we go. More story. Your swordsmanship has really come together now that you've done 3 of these, Hosakai. Like they say, experience is the best teacher. All the more so if you're experiencing a battle against a skilled opponent. At this rate, you'll be the swimsuit swordsmaster you always dreamed of in no... Oh, hang on. I just got a text. Let's see. Come pick your damn sword steel already. Alright, I forgot about that thing I asked Grandpa to take care of. Wait, who does she refer to as Grandpa? Sorry, Marx, it looks like I'm gonna have to sit this one out. Where you going, Yori? Don't worry, you'll be fine, especially now that you've got more allies helping you out. Give him hell, Hosakai. I'll be back before the next casino. Will you, though? Will you? I mean, last time you did join us for the initial foray, but then you disappeared. So that's why Iori won't be joining us for this one. Anyway, our coffers have plenty to spare now thanks to your help, so we can head to the next casino whenever we like. Of the three casinos remaining, I think we have the best luck tackling the Sultan's Palace next. Oh, you mean the Water Palace? I'm really curious about that one. That's where they do that figure skating stuff like every day, right? They say customers love it, and even the harshest critics clam up after taking a look at it. Experience unique beauty like never before, enemy or not. Enemy or not, it's a pretty okay slogan. Indeed, at any rate, this seems to be more of an event venue than a casino, which is why we need tickets to get in. Unfortunately, those tickets are already sold out for the next 6 months. Though of course, there are ways to get them from people who already have them. We could go into the line and get in. Wait, we could go to the line and get in, and I could slip them out of the nearest gentleman's pocket while distracting him with sweet talk. Or we could swallow our pride and pay for the nose for a legal yet questionably moral venue. No stealing, no side channels. As a woman of culture, I refuse to support scalpers in any way, shape, or form. Besides, Suin's palace entrance is cutting edge, so I'm pretty sure it won't let anyone who is not an original ticket. Won't let in anyone who is not an original ticket buyer anyway. How much of a neat freak, given how much of the neat freak the owner is, I wouldn't put it past her for a second. What if we snuck in the side entrance or something? I can't recommend that course of action, Master. Sui's palace really is perfect. I looked into it myself last night, and I'm certain not even an ant could sneak in undetected. You even have to be an authorized casino worker just to go for the rear or service entrance. How fortunate for you! I happen to overhear your conversation. Who broke in? So you wish to take in the show at Sui's Palace stage? Then this is undoubtedly my time to shine. It's Nero. It's freaking Nero. Of course. Yes, it is I, the great rose of the floating city, the emperor in the crimson swimsuit. Rejoice, for Nero Claudius herself has come to join you in leisure and entertainment. Emperor Nero, what are you doing here? Well, Gillar Day is the only hotel in dazzling Las Vegas that includes a pool among its amenities. At first, I thought there would be no greater luxury than swimming in a pool in the middle of the desert. But I grew bored after swashing around in it for an hour or so. That sounds like her. So I thought about calling on the Fox Girl Caster and inviting her to accompany me to the Grand Canyon. when I happened to sense the most entertaining topic being discussed in the room next to mine, and decided to join the festivities without wasting any time knocking. Oh, and do not worry about the door. I will have it repaired later. In fact, I'll replace it with one that is new and stylish. At any rate, you were discussing how to go about attacking Suisun's palace, were you not? I think there's something wicked about that casino myself. Go ahead, feel free to add me to your party. Fuck it. She would just hijack everything. I'm so glad you know someone who can help us, Emperor Nero. So you sure the store is still selling tickets? Umu! God, one second. Umu! Vegas's main street is home to all manner of brand name shops. I know for a fact that one of them is backing Suisun Palace and is willing to let some tickets go to their regulars. And lucky for us, you're one of them. It certainly is a big help, though I'm surprised only 5 of us are going here. Umu, I'm disappointed about that myself. I was greatly looking forward to dressing you, Marx, and Evelyn Kataru in fancy brand name goods, and taking gorgeous photos to memorize the occasion. But unfortunately, I'm guessing limited tickets. Like, oh yeah, only so many. No thank you, I prefer not to go out when the sun is a strong vampire, right? No way, if a vendor at a shop like that so much as noticed me, I'll die on the spot. Ah, right. Neuroses. Yeah, she's like that. I don't think I'm up for it either. I'll just stick to keeping an eye on Master from the Shadows. Yeah. See, Kataru gets it. He's a gloomy type, just like I am. Yeah, you guys aren't good with attention. Well, I don't get it. Who wouldn't want to get a gander at one of the fanciest kimono shops in all of Vegas? I know seeing a true artisan's handiwork gets my blood pumping. Doesn't matter what country they're from. See what I mean, Master? Check out the detail on those geta. They dyed the tortoise shell a bright blue and even added a mother of pearl on the heels. Man, oh man, talk about chic. I can't get enough of the beautiful stuff like this. It feels like my cheeks are gonna fall off from smiling so much. Aww. I love you, Hosakai. Well, I love OA. Hosakai just sits there looking cool. He knows he's cool. Man, just once, I'd love to dress up in something gorgeous feminine like that. You do. Your second ascension is super feminine. Your first one is elegant. And generally, she is generally gorgeous. We gotta give her that. At least that's how the artist does. I can buy it for you if you want. I'd do that. Quit teasing me. I ain't interested in him even a little. Besides, it'd be a waste of good money and geta for me to wear him. Why'd you even say that? Couldn't you wait until it was night before getting drunk? Oh wow. Whew! There certainly is a lot of people in front of that store, and they seem agitated about something. I'm not sure we'll be able to get inside with that many people crowding around the entrance. Something out of the ordinary must have happened. I've never seen the store so crowded before. Yeah, it really is, Mistress Lamba. I can't believe I ever— Oh, Lamba. Off stage. Her hair's flowing like water. Her ice-cold eyes. Her body, flat as the Caesar rise. Flat as the Caesar rise. That's not a compliment. Well, depending on your sport. I mean, volleyball players tend to be— I'm only thinking about that because I watched the beach volleyball Olympics while I was doing something the other day. And I was like, oh, yeah, I just noticed that. Huh. I was watching it because I got stuck somewhere and the only thing to watch really was the Olympics while playing this. I need background noise. If I don't, I lose my damn mind. She's so dainty. I want to see her gorgeous face and her legs. Really wish she would take off that ridiculous parka already. Rumor has it she's so hot that just watching her performance will make you drop 5 kilos. Oh, why did her shows have to be sold out? Why can't she perform at least twice a day? Looks like they aren't here to shop as much as they're here to see someone famous. Huh? Shh, this is Jason. Mistress Lambert is about to leave. Make sure the route back to the casino is secure. There are mostly female fans today, and Mr. Slamber has made it clear we're not to be rough with them. Over. Shh. This is Bebe calling off the anti-fan drones now. Sending a car over to the 114 Strip Avenue now. I want it there in 2 minutes. Over. Please, Mr. Slamber, can we have your autograph? Just one little autograph? Fuck them figure that she's wearing a ridiculous parka. I love that parka. It's adorable. It's one of the reasons I want to summon her. Sorry, I don't do autographs. Wesley pushes fans back to make a path. Aha, that's what all the fuss is about. Well, it ain't any of our business. Wait, hold on. Did they say Lambda? Lamba. Rumor is she's the one who owns Suicide Palace. And Lamba, hold up, I want to talk to you. Emergency, emergency. An angry mob is making their way to Mr. Slamber, moving to intercept with great prejudice. Hoorah! Why did I go to 9060's cop when I see him? Copy that. Sending drones on standby to reinforce your position. Over. That engine sound cutting through the the air. Look out! We got familiar looking enemies heading our way. I'm assuming they're robots. They're probably robots. I think this is the same as last year's song too. I think they've been using the same song. But I don't always remember it starting with that metal guitar. Did it? Huh. Alright, let's borrow Nero. Da Vinci, switch with Hosakai. Alright, let's get into it. Story content I've been waiting to do. But yeah, I see what they mean by the security being top-notch. Medjed and the pyramid was all various systems working generally well, but had exposure, where it seems like on top of the fact that there are lots of ways to defend herself, she's gone the full Starlet treatment, where she's got people helping her. Wyvern drones. Of course. Okay. Nero, just fully go. Come on. What? Oh, she's level 60. I was thinking she's kind of weak. And I realized, that's the problem with story servants. They tend to be a little weak. Except apparently Super Orion, who appears in Atlantis. He's actually surprisingly strong. Oh, I clicked the attack button on my OBS preview instead of... that's silly of me. Sorry, should clear my throat. That's silly of me though. That's on me. Alright. Come on, Hosakai. Kill him and then take home a lot of crit stars. Alright. How many I get from that? 21! Hey Marx, forgot about you about- what? VP. Are you trying to say you forgot about me? Because that is a lot of word jumble right now. I think I can understand the meaning in it. But also, hey VP, welcome. Yeah. I've been going for a while. M was joining us earlier. He did, he's been playing this game too, and he did his own, we were celebrating about technically a milestone. It was very fun. But then he had to go do, he had to join his static for Final Fantasy 14 stuff. So yeah, it's just us now. I'm finally happy I'm back to story content after all that grinding for this damn event. But then I'm also not looking forward to the fact that there's going to be even more grinding afterwards. Oh, wait. You know what? Let's use her Noble Phantasm. We should. We really should. Alright. Yes, it's Rome. Rome is that way. I'm gonna have a salt thing. I take my salt thing again. Ah, much better. Damn, these are the toughest fans we've ever seen. I need more backup. Requesting Titan class security now. Over. Copy that. She's on break now, so the show is over. Sending her your way now. Make sure they crush them. Over. Stop that. What are you thinking? Fighting my fans in the street? Are you trying to blow up my mentions? But Mistress Lambda. Worthless piece of mercenary trash. Didn't I tell you to take a softer, smarter approach to these things? Or have you forgotten about how fortunate you are to be permitted to serve me? Maybe it's time I break you in all over again. I'm sure I can think of something that will be able to really teach you a lesson. The blood drains from his face. I may not exceed at reading people, but even I can tell that woman is a dyed-in-wood sadist. Oh, any other brilliant observations you want to share over there, Captain Obvious? What would a bunch of ignorant hicks know about me and my... How's it going, Melt? Hey, Melt. She's unimpressed by my appearance, I can tell. It's like, well, Master's here. Who gives a shit? Well, aren't we the sorry-looking bunch? Have we met? I like your penguin, Parker. Can I have one? Penguin, what's the matter with you? Are you blind or something? This is obviously Leviathan, but I guess you wouldn't know that if you've never seen the real one. Leviathan's a penguin? Or is she just... Is her brain not working? Like, is there a gap in her mentality? Anyway, sorry about my security guard's rudeness. Jason, give them two couples tickets to the Suicide Palace. Two couples? Oh, Hosakai... Yeah, because it's Hosakai and Mash, and then me and Siegfried. Oh, here, you want to see my skating performance, right? Take this as an apology for my guard's behavior. Hell, I'll even let you sit right by the stage. It doesn't make any difference to me. Is it okay if we send flowers to your dressing room? Fine, make them amaryllis, then. I want a bouquet of vivid purple flowers so big I could swim in them. I'm still reeling from the shock of seeing you two converse so casually after you've only just met, but never mind that. Thank you for the tickets, it's very generous of you. If you don't mind my asking, is it true that you're the owner of the Suicide Palace Casino and one of the swimsuit swordmasters? Yes, I am. You must have only arrived here in Vegas, so I'll make a special exception and fill you in myself. My name is Lamduris. Melt was already hard enough. Yeah, Lambda. Because, like, Melt, just short. I own the Suicide Palace Casino, and I'm the biggest star in all of Vegas. I'm easily the most beautiful of all the swimsuit swordmasters, and a goddess who bought not just an ice... who brought not just a glass of ice water, but the entire ocean to this hellish desert. What? You're a goddess and a swimsuit master? Is that overstacking the deck? I do not sense divinity in her, but seems more dragon-like, so she's fused with Leviathan instead. That's probably why she says it's meant to be Leviathan, and why she's seen him. Her spirit origin must be lacking certain goddesses and making up with different ones. Oh crap, I almost forgot. Now that you've introduced yourself, it's polite to return the favor. I'm Katsushika Hosakai, an artist and budding sword fighter who aims straight for the top. Budding sword fighter? I do not like how much overlap there is with my favorite turn to face, but oh well. This must be a lucky day. Running into my fourth major adversary here and now. Come on, let's have a good clean fight. Ah, so you're the new swimsuit sword master I've heard about. Normally, I'd be happy to snap that cheeky little spirit of yours like a twig. But I guess you really are lucky, because today's my day off, and I don't feel like doing a show or an official match. You aren't like the other swimsuit sword masters. You recognize beauty and dedicate your life to it. But when it comes down to the question of what sort of picture you want to paint, or what kind of sword fighter you want to be, you still don't have a good answer, do you? See, I can't for the life of me understand why an artist of your skill would suddenly decide to trade the brush for the sword. But if you insist on challenging me, I'll be happy to end you at Suicide Palace on the most glorious stage imaginable. Hold on, Lamberus. Are you sure there's nothing else you wish to say? Suicide Palace in the Serpentines is said to be the greatest casino in all of Vegas. Yet, oddly enough, no one seems to know what matter of games are on offer there. Is it poker, baccarat, roulette, slots? As a swimsuit swordmaster casino, it surely must have some form of gambling. And yet, all everyone ever talks of is your show. So tell me, what is it that people gamble at Suicide Palace? Why, just QP, of course. I happily pay out as much QP as anyone could want in exchange once they exchange it for tokens. With my casino, what you see is what you get. Traditional orthodox slot machines. You should enjoy yourself too, now that you've made it out here to Vegas, Marx. Just make sure you bring in plenty of war chests to spare. Things move quickly at Suicide Palace, more than they do at other casinos, you see. If you want to play more than a single game, you'll have to break out the big QP. Ah. Not big into sadism, but I do like Melt. It's paradoxical. It's paradoxical, but I really do like Melt. She is my favorite Sakura face. And it might have to do with the fact that with her hair color and general design, she is the least Sakura face. So, yeah. There she goes. At least we did manage to get the tickets out of this. It's a clear trap. She has every confidence she can defeat you if you go challenge her. Don't let Lamberus get you down, okay? Oh, look at that cute blush. Are you kidding? I'm practically itching with excitement on how fast things are moving. I can't wait to show that dumpy old penguin a thing or two. Now that we've got our tickets, all we can do is build up our gambling funds and charge right in. Right, I'll go tell everyone at the hotel what happened, so the rest of you begin earning QP in the meantime. The next stop, the casino with the enormous penguin-populated pool, Suicide Palace. Yeah. Hey look, it's Passion Lip. They said they're gonna challenge Suicide Palace. I see. They want to get in Melt's way. Part of Melt's security team is Passion Lip. That makes sense, logically. As long as BB isn't in charge. No, she wouldn't have BB. Normal Melt doesn't like BB. There's no way she would let BB near it unless she thought she could control her. Or had something like advantage over her. Okay. So I need to go to the next rank. We're going to do one summon before we leave. We've got 3 Saints Quartz. And I want to see if, now that we've seen her, maybe we can get her. But it's going to be super low odds. And I really hope we do. She's not available today. So actually, no. We're just going to do my 3-point summon. Also, all the points I've gotten from Emeri, because he's been borrowing my stuff, my servants a lot lately. He's also been asking me questions. Also in the Discord, we have a whole section for Fake Granddaughter. Feel free to ask questions, share things, generally discuss, you know, all the good things. Alright. If Gramani drops though, I'd love that, but no. We're never gonna be that lucky. Servant. I don't want to improve. A Lancer. I guess. Which means Valkyrie. There we go. While we're coming up to the end, let's take a look at, who's on right now, and where do I want to send a... Oh, most people are off now. Well, it's getting a bit late. And then I got Berserker. Yeah, Berserker's my next big amount. Who's the Berserker I want to improve greatly? Who's my top end Berserker right now? I feel like I'm passing someone. No, I'm not. You know what? Ibaraki Doji's been my go-to, but you know what? Let's Nobunaga get some extra power. I've actually put a lot of effort into her. She's almost up on health. Yeah, I think we'll end on that. We'll be back tomorrow, usual time. I don't know if we'll be having Emeri as a guest again. Probably not. Unless he wants to. It is always fun, but I also know that he might be busy. And I don't want to make that a standard thing or a standard feel. But, again, either way, congrats, Em, on getting Merlin. Straight up. Good on ya. We'll be raiding someone. I need to do a salt thing, but I'll finish up first. Yeah, so we'll be raiding someone. It's been a good night, though. It has been a good night. We made it to the next story, even though it took so much... It took so much grinding. And now we got to see Melt. Well, whatever, Lamba now. Because she doesn't even have Melt in her name. So yeah. This has been fun. This has been fun. And we'll be back tomorrow with more fakes. We'll keep going pretty much daily at this point for summer, because I feel like it's the only way I'll be able to stream it and make it to the end of the story before the event's over. And you know what? There's a lot of fun. The grinding isn't super fun on stream, but the story has been. We're up to our fourth one of, what was it, 7? 4 out of 7, which is our 3 more after this. And one of them is going to be Camelot. So yeah, it's cool. Anyway, let's choose, yeah, I'll just send you where I usually do at this time of night. So over the Ayanyan. I can't say things like that with my tongue anymore. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Enjoy what's left of Sunday. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Good night, everyone.